And we're live.
Yeah, all right. Hello, welcome to Water Under the Bridge, everyone. We are a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign playing through old school adventure.
Askell's
Uh-oh.
just.
And we're
Askell,
not live.
we're not live.
Uh-oh,
What's
So
happening?
who wants to DM
Quick,
for today?
everybody freeze.
Uh-oh.
I'll do it.
Oh,
I've never
we
done
can
it.
hear you now. That's good.
Uh-oh.
Do we need? Are you here?
Yes,
Your face isn't.
but
My
There we
face.
go.
There, now your
cool.
face is.
All
Yeah.
right.
Let's go.
what
Right.
happened?
Take two.
And we're live.
Action.
Wait, were we not live?
We were. You just face froze a lot.
Oh,
Wait,
well, hello.
what about me? Hello?
I don't know. Should I start?
Your face
do
is
we
fine.
need to save the whole thing?
Is it?
Do we have to
Okay.
go back to the beginning, or
I
like, can
mean, we
just
may
keep
as
going?
well. Just.
Okay.
That was horribly
Just-
timed.
Yeah, take no second attempt, second time's the charm. Hello everyone, welcome to Water Under the Bridge. We're a Dungeons and Dragons game. Are we still going? Are we good?
I will tell you if we're not. So carry on
Okay.
until then.
Okay, cool. Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing old school adventure modules like the Temple of Elemental Evil, converted to 5th edition and set in the homebrew campaign setting of Andarin. Ava, now it's your turn.
Oh, hi, I'm Ava. I play Junko, the smart rogue slash emo kid of the party. The role's taken. Do not take it. Thank you.
I'm
Legally,
Lizzie
are you-
Miff. Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, you go ahead. I'll take it up with the lawyers.
I'm Lizzie Miff. I play Medora, the human pirate bard. Next.
Hi, I'm Ashlow. I play Ithri, who is a dwarven barbarian who is very excited to hit stuff. Q.
That's me. I'm Q. Q is a monk, Asamar. And she's not emo or goth at all. She's pretty much the opposite. Okay, next.
That's normally Saraha, who plays a Kalashtar druid, but she's not here right now. And then there's me, Haskell Archer. I'm the DM. And that's all of us. So we actually have one more secret player, and it's you, chat. You are a player because if you spend your channel points, your gold pieces on chat's blessings, our players can spend those to give themselves +1 or -1 on any d20 roll per point that they spend, and they can get away with shenanigans. So I think it's gold pieces or GP or something like that is the command in chat. Or something like that. That's the one. Gold. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So without any further ado, let's run ourselves an intro.
We're back.
All right. So, let's recap. You guys are a party of adventurers calling yourselves the Valkyrie. You've been in a 5-ish person war against the cult of elemental sin, acting out of an old ruined temple that should have been destroyed long ago, but someone missed a spot, and then it's like mold. They grew and spread, and now there's a temple full of fungus and a fungus demon. Unfortunately, you, after making a great deal of headway against the forces of elemental evil, you were captured by the dark demigod Ayus and sacrificed to the elemental node of air. this hopeless situation had a spark of possibility, because within these nodes lies 4 gems of power that you believe could be the key to destroying Zugdmoy, the demon queen, and her temple once and for all, and maybe even driving Ayuz away. You were approached in the air node by the Tabaxi druid, Leono, a friend of Nova's who was supposed to be dead. They offered some advice, stayed with you as you camped and sort of got the lay of the land, and you pressed forward out into the air plains. There was a spiral mountain in the center, and as you made your way around it, you saw some of the threats that occupy this place. A giant gelatinous cube, a seemingly sentient vortex of whirling air bent upon some mischief. You know that there are predatory hierarchosphinx dwelling in this place.
Don't forget about the weird bubbles.
I was about to mention there was an obelisk above which are dozens of weird 10-foot diameter bubbles, opaque bubbles just floating in the air. There was a massive air elemental, and you know that there are some form of giants in this place as well. You followed up on a lead of the last time Leono saw another living humanoid, and made your way into a frozen cavern. After some trouble ascending an icy slope, you found the skeletal remains of this individual. There was a little bit of magic equipment, but nothing particularly useful to you in your present moment. So you made your way back down the slide and into the deeper recesses of this icy cave, where unfortunately you discovered that the many frozen boulders were neither frozen nor boulders, and in fact was almost a dozen rock-sized blue toads who noticed your presence and are hungry. And that's where we're gonna...
So we gave them pizza and we left.
Well, yes, but actually no. So I'm gonna need you guys to... Oh, this is gonna be hard positioning your tokens here. This might be a little theater of the mindy. It might be a teensy bit theater of the mind because I can't really run a combat with 50-foot squares. But
Zoom and enhance.
You should be like around here.
Okay.
Leono as well. Let me go get him. I left
Where
his
is
token.
he?
I left his
Oh,
token
okay.
back in your hidey hole cave.
Yes, a hidey hole.
There he is. Let me just add you guys. Don't forget, you're gonna have to manually do the thing.
Natural 20.
1, 2,
Yeah, I
3,
guess
4,
I should
5.
roll
Who's missing?
initiative.
E3 is missing. There you go. I have added your initiative. Oh, and I suppose I should probably also just do one moment.
So I roll with advantage now, and I got a natural 1 and a natural 20, just for balance.
Hey!
Just for balance.
I don't like that. That's a lot of toads.
Very large toads, yes.
How,
yeah, 50,
how
50
large?
feet according to the map.
They
50
are
foot.
each of them about the size of a horse.
Yeah, we're also 50 feet according to the map, so that's
I
fine.
mean, yeah, it's so assume all of this is within about 4 squares, this whole combat. So you guys are in well, give me 1 second to roll initiative, and then I will give you guys a little better description of your area.
They're not horses in disguise, are they?
If they were, Nova would not be rolling initiative because she'd already be like 6 squares away and counting.
Thought I should
Ooh.
ask.
Nova rolled well on the old initiative. And Leono, I forgot to open their character sheet. One
I'm
second.
ready for Ithri Toad Hands.
Your 3 toe downs.
You'd think being a cat, Leona would have better dexterity, but nope,
He's not that kind of cat.
they are not.
Is Leono a chonker? Is that what we're
Oh,
saying?
chunky cat, chunky boy.
Yeah, they've kind of let themselves go a little bit. They've kind of become a little bit of a chungus. They've got their winter body, you know.
That's fair.
Kind of need it in this place. Okay. Let me just get some.
I rolled a
delay
natural
keys.
20 and I'm still not going first. Look at that.
I also rolled a natural
Oh,
20.
did you? Nice.
Oof.
Yep.
We're
Double
getting them
nat
out of the
20s to start the
way.
game.
Getting them out of the way in initiative so that. Oh, wait.
Is that not playing?
It's probably
Yeah,
not a good
I
There it
hear
is.
things.
It was just taking a minute. Okay, so you guys want to know a little bit about the area? I'll tell you.
Okay.
Sorry, just scrolling. I'm a professional, really. So it's kind of a long grotto, and it's misty and ice cold. The very mist clings to your skin as like a rime forming on you. And there are numerous long icicles hanging from the ceiling above you. You can hear occasional dripping water echoing throughout this massive space. And to the northwest is the natural ledge about 50 feet above. The ceiling here is closer to like 80 feet above you. Visibility on the ground is actually poor as a result of the mist. You can only see about 2 squares away, so about 100 feet.
Okay.
Beyond that, it's just too misty, and even your breath comes out as a cold mist. The 10 giant toads have opened their eyes, and contrary, like this is just so you can easily see them, they're not in this formation. You guys are closer to the wall. Assume like all in like this space here, and they're just sort of surrounding all over this cavern.
Right.
You want me to keep a little marker where we are?
It shouldn't matter in terms of like movement speed and such. We're gonna do this kind of more theater of the mind. Just use the token to mark like your general health and statuses and such like that for this. So that being the case, one of them had opened its eyes, I believe, at Nova.
Nova was searching the cavern with Detect Magic, so she was in the
That's
lead.
right. Okay. So there's just this giant, massive blue boulder, its eye the size of her head, and fixed on her. And Nova is like kind of starting to backpedal and like turning to let you guys know, and is seeing like all around you guys the other rocks opening their eyes. So Medora, what do you do?
What the hell is that? Anyone know?
Do you want to make a nature check?
Yeah. This is
Please do.
We saw some in the swamp before. Big frogs.
19.
19.
Not friendly.
You are familiar with these. They are not native to anywhere near here. The only time you'd have encountered them would have been far, far to the north along the coast, like out of Saragarda up near Himnaheim. They're called giant ice toads. They're pretty much just like giant toads, except they have been infused with elemental magic. And so they just emanate cold air, and their bite is frigid, and if they swallow you, it's even colder. You know that it is dangerous to stand near them, though. If you are within 10 feet of them, the cold from their bodies will begin to freeze you. But otherwise, they have all the qualities of a toad. One other difference, and you learned this by way of one of your former shipmates getting snacked upon.
Mhm.
They are smart. Maybe not for humans, but they are well beyond sentience. They're smarter than some of the people you've sailed with. And they ambush, and they take advantage of their cleverness. In fact, they even have their own language.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Help.
can I? So they know a language? At least one.
The language is Ice Toad.
Faye's
Cool.
out of the universe right now.
That's so
Even Faya
specific.
doesn't speak that one.
So
She probably
Not
did by
yet.
level 20. Yeah.
okay, so weirdly, I'm going to cast tongues.
But they've got plenty of that.
Okay.
they know a
Yeah,
language.
oh, there's tongues aplenty here. So yeah, okay.
Cool. I'm just going to cast that one.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to ask them. I'm basically going to say, "Who's your leader?" And what do you like?
Can you do like who's your daddy and what does he do though?
No, not who's your daddy. Who's your leader?
Who's your
and
daddy?
what do you want?
Make a persuasion check. Interesting. I'm only allowing this because they straight up were not expecting you to talk to them.
So that's a
Just like,
21.
what?
Plus
The
11.
toads were like beginning to get ready for their like attack, and then suddenly they kind of stop. One
I
of them
speak Ice Toad now.
warbles. Another one warbles. And like to the rest of you, it's like they're communicating. If you've ever seen like the velociraptors in Jurassic Park communicate, it's like that, but with toad croaks.
I'm looking back and
weirdly, Medora lets out a croak at
Ah!
them.
Um,
But weirdly, like you can understand through this croak the words behind it. It's weird. Like you recognize it as a croak, but you also understand what she just said.
Oh,
so
One of
everybody else can understand what I say,
mm-hmm.
even if I say it in Ice Toad.
I believe you cannot understand what they say though. Correct?
I understand what they say.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Bonus then. The one right by Nova actually lets out a deeper warble. What are you that speaks our tongue?
I'm Medora, entertainer, pirate,
Does
sword person, music
a
maker.
Medora taste good?
I mean, by all accounts, I taste disgusting. Anything that's tried to eat me so far has spat me back out.
At this point,
Truth.
Medora, Nova, and I'm going to roll randomly for one more of you, and E3. All three of you take 3 points of cold damage for being in proximity to these toads. But they don't seem to notice. How does a Medora speak?
I am the all-knowing Medora. And I came here to negotiate with you to find you a better place. Surely there's danger for you here.
And during all of this time, by the way, while most of you have been like getting kind of nervous, getting weapons ready, Leono has just kind of pleasantly had their hands folded in front of them, just sort of looking very calm and pleased.
would it be because this sounds like it's going on for a while, Ithri doesn't actually want to act, but would he be able to light Baal? Just to have some warmth, basically.
Yes, but as long as you're standing within range of these guys, even that warmth will be like as your sword blazes into flames. First of all, the toads don't seem worried about it at all. Second of all, the flames sort of flicker and pull into the blade. Like the cold is stronger than its heat.
I'll just put it back. That's clearly not going to work. Carry on.
Medora, make a deception check. Or if you are speaking, well, no, that's not true. Yeah, make a deception check.
I'm entirely lying, to be honest. 26.
Jeez. Never
That's
ask a bard to
15
make a
plus
deception check.
11, so 26.
I don't know why I even bothered asking. Okay. They they start warbling back and forth to each other. It's a very slow language, so I'm just going to summarize. They're like they're talking to each other. Danger? Is there danger? What danger?
Basically got into like a
Predators?
tree and
The winds. Fire? No fire. The slime, mold, fungus, mushrooms, slime, danger. And the speaker finally says, there is no other place.
we're here finding our way through. We're going to find the exit. Surely there's a better place with more food for you. In fact,
That
I've seen you
got
before.
their attention. They're suddenly croaking excitedly. E3, Nova, and Medora, you all take 9 cold damage.
Oh, this needs to hurry up.
I think Nova is going to kind of back away from the one you're talking to, shivering violently and like getting away from the cold a little bit. Unfortunately, another of the ice toads sort of, as she's backing away from it, she backs right into it and kind of turns, seeing that it had at some point crept closer. They're very sneaky for such large animals. Going forward, whenever there's cold damage being dealt, all of you will take it, not just the 3.
There's no way to get away from them far
Was-
enough.
I mean, you could, but it would sort of be leaving the group, and that you'd risk angering them.
Madara, maybe we could
Okay,
stay calm.
here's the thing. You want food? We're here to take you to the food. We are here on a mission to rescue hungry toads. My friends here, the 4... E3, you stay with me for a second, okay? These 4, and I point at Junko, Korra, Nova, and
Don't forget Leono.
Leono. Thank you. These 4 are going to
5.
scout ahead.
That would be 5.
That'll be fun. No? There's 6 of us in total, right?
Oh,
I'm keeping-
that was
I wanna
intentional.
I want to keep E3 with me.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
Myself and E3 here will guide you on the way to the exit, and my friends here are going to scout ahead and make sure that the way is open. Will you let them go?
Make a persuasion check.
We are
I'm
taking
saying persuasion
you to
instead of
much
deception. I know you're lying, but at this
food.
point, like, they've already
That's
bought
a
the lie.
19.
Great food.
I know of somewhere where
Mm.
your kind are, where there is a great feast every day. Unlike this place.
Feast. And like all around you can hear them. Feast, 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 feast. And, like just warbling to the rest of you. It's like a toad choir.
Aw.
Okay. Are you ready to come with us?
Can you? I'm freezing here. Can you
I know,
give
I
us
know,
space?
I know.
I just
I know.
need a bit more space.
Could you all form an orderly queue
Get in
For the-
line.
for the buffet? And if they are agreeing to it, I'm going to say to the others in common, so the toads are going to understand. Okay, so you guys
you
go
can't
on
say
ahead.
anything without.
Yep, you guys go on ahead. And we will bring up the rear.
Everyone takes 8
Go.
more cold damage.
What about the thing we were looking for?
Go.
What's the plan, Medora? I'm just
Okay.
freezing it.
Korra's gonna get the
Um,
frick away from these guys. This is-
Yeah.
They actually do not seem to object to the rest of you leaving.
Okay, if the others, basically, if the toads can all form 2 by 2, it's called a caterpillar. Normally, small children walk in one of these. If you'd all line up for me, E3, stand near me. And I basically want to organize them as if we're going to march out of here.
Okay. Yeah. There's some confusion, but they will form an orderly caterpillar of 5 rows of 2.
How far away have the others got?
By this point, I would say 2 squares.
100 foot?
100 foot, that'll do.
Mm-hmm. They're basically at the edge of your visibility within the mist.
Okay. So, can I cast? If they're out of sight, do I know from my knowledge of the cane, like the giant toad things, that they will also no longer know where these guys are?
They are smart enough that they have memory.
They have memory, but they can't see them, is my guess.
Correct.
Okay. E3, do you trust me?
Yeah.
And the mist is only on the floor,
Well,
isn't
hurry
it?
up.
It
And
is.
I can see the cliff.
You can.
I cast Dimension Door and take me and E3 to the top of the cliff.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. One last check then to make sure you get away with this. Make a deception check to make sure that they don't like interrupt your spell as you're doing this. Like that they don't understand.
That's a 30.
Again, why do I even bother having a bard make a deception check? What's the plan here? All right. Suddenly you and E3 are just gone. And meanwhile, like camera's still focused on the toads, the leader you were talking to just and that's it. Like just a tiny little and then you guys are up here.
Sorry, E3, we're gonna have to go down the cliff again.
But I had my face last time.
I'll help you.
So can we
Oh,
see?
no. This is like trauma for E3.
I'm so sorry, but you were the person I thought might stay behind to protect me, and if I told you to go, you wouldn't.
Okay. Sure. Do we see the? Can we see them from up here, or are they too
From up
obscured
there?
in the mist? At the moment?
So the rest of you, would you just keep going toward the exit of the cave, or where would you guys go?
I think we would keep moving. I don't think we would dilly-dally. Because I would assume the frogs would still be coming, so I would make my way to the cave exit, yes.
Okay. All right. So
I'm just
at
trying
first
to.
you don't see them as you guys are like, where are they? And then you can see them one by one exiting the mist very briskly. Nova looks fucked up and like half frozen. I think actually Leono might need to use a little bit of healing magic on that one. Yeah, Leono's gonna cast a cure wounds on Nova because
I don't know how far you'll let me take this, but basically, Dimension Door, we would have gone as far as 500 foot. I think it's 500.
oh yeah,
foot.
well you could go anywhere within the cave with 500 feet.
Where
to
were
the top
you?
of the slope,
Okay.
I guess.
So yeah, as basically as close to the slope, but with not landing on. But we would
My
have been
face.
quite near the edge because I have to be able to see. So actually, it does say any other spot within range. One I can visualize. Yeah, so actually safely at the top of the
Mhm.
slope, having already been up there, so I know we're safe. So if we can
Mhm.
land like in a safe spot, there-ish.
Yeah, you can do that.
Sorry, E3.
E3 just wants to look over and see if the toads are chasing the people out.
I want to know if they saw where you went first.
I mean, that's preferable, to be honest.
I don't know if there is any visual to it, but it is teleportation. It's instantaneous.
Yep, it is. They're just sitting over there.
The
You
all-knowing
can hear
Medora.
distant warbles that sound kind of like they're a little confused. Like, are we waiting? What do we wait for? Should we wait? What's she doing? She'll be back. She said feast. Feast? Where's the food?
Feast?
Like they haven't actually grasped that you just
Vanished.
like they're like, okay, this is part of the plan, right? Like that
The
was
mist.
supposed to happen.
The mist.
Yeah, the mist does seem to be coming from them, incidentally.
Oh.
What now?
Oh,
It's
well-
gonna take us like half an hour to get down this.
I mean, we could toboggan.
Sure. E3's gonna slide down. He's just gonna sit on his shield and slide down this hill.
Okay.
He thinks this is
Ethan,
a
I wanna
make an
try and-
acrobatics check.
I'd also like to try and do the same as I did before and bedroll toboggan down the hill.
Oh,
All right.
God.
You also make an acrobatics check.
Can
I'm gonna have some
I?
sore butts.
This is a dex advantage on dex effects that I can see. Is this one of those things? No,
That's on.
because
This is
it's
not a saving
acrobatics.
throw,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
no.
Yeah, yeah. It's all right
So
though
I
because
got an
I rolled a 6 for 8.
We both
So I'm
got
like,
an
get on the
8.
shield, quick!
I'm like, yeah, sure. I did my thing, you did yours, and I just jump on the back of the shield and just grab onto him.
And we never saw them again.
Well, if this goes badly, we saved your butts
went
from the
badly.
toads.
I really don't want to lose my shield.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
went badly.
So you guys start going down the icy slope, and you find very, very quickly, ooh, can't really control the descent here. Ooh, this isn't good. And like bump, bump. You start at one point, I would say, Medora, you hit a bump that like cracks your tailbone because it's only a bedroll you're sliding on, and you're like,
Oh no, I jumped on
cursing.
the shield. Sorry, I did jump on the shield with
Shield.
E3.
All right, well then it like bounced you up and you came back down hard. And then suddenly you can see that there's like a crack in the ice that sort of juts upward. And you can't steer around it. And you two hit that. And it sends you off the shield. And then suddenly you are clattering, rolling down. Each of you takes 13 bludgeoning and 4 cold damage. The shield, I'm going to say, has a 1 in 4 chance of being lost into the mist. It is not lost to the mist.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was gonna say I can find it again for you. So that was
You
17
guys
damage.
end up at the. So you actually, unfortunately, didn't get all the way to the end of the slope. You sort of fell off of it over here. You were launched off.
At what height? Because I can cast Featherfall if it's high. I don't want to use it.
It would have been about. Well, it was part of the damp. So you essentially
Part of
fell
the
the
damage.
equivalent of 40 feet.
Casting
Still
Featherfall as we go off the edge doesn't help with that. Are you
would.
saying it was?
No,
Yeah.
it would remove the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. If we'd got launched off the edge, I would have cast Featherfall because I had that
Okay,
ready.
so you guys can get back that bludgeoning damage, the 13,
So
Oh,
just the cold.
just the cold.
good, 'cause
Nice.
Otherwise, I would have been better off fighting these things. Cool. Nice.
I'm sorry. Chaos.
Can we see others?
So assuming you know where they were going and you start making your way toward the cave mouth, I'm going to cut over to the rest of you. It's been maybe 10 minutes since you left the others behind, which reminds me, everyone takes 3 damage unless you take half, in which case it would be 1 damage.
For the windiness?
Environmental.
Mhm.
But after about 10 minutes of anxiously waiting at this cave mouth, you see E3, a very cold-looking E3 and Medora, probably limping a little bit out of the mist. Considering you did still crack your tailbone, and E3, I mean, you still got like some rug burn, but on ice with your face. So
Are
Please
you
a Ben.
guys okay?
No. We need
Where are
to.
the frog toads?
They're
in
not
a,
coming.
They're in a queue.
What?
They have formed a caterpillar. They are waiting indefinitely, but they are not coming with us.
Okay. Nova? Was there anything in there?
let me look real quick.
With your detect magic?
I didn't see anything, but I also didn't get to see the entire back of the cave.
Bless you.
Hope the gem's not in there.
I could have killed some toads and used their skin.
I mean,
Speaking from experience, their skins not very warm.
Really? Why not?
I mean, they're cold.
They
were,
project cold in both directions.
It would be like internal warmth, you know?
doesn't work like that. Not their hides.
Also, amphibians like frogs and toads are cold-blooded, so they absorb the heat or cold from their outside environment.
Very good, yes.
Well, I
They
don't
take
think those
in
guys
the
wanted it.
natural cold of the area. They soak in the winds, and their body over time has adapted so that it has become infused within them, giving them supernatural intelligence and fortitude,
So,
and
at a
making
game,
them dangerous predators.
at a game, the lynx you said, right? That's what they were outside of the caves.
The what?
The catbirds.
Oh no, those are
The
Hierarch-
Aerosphinx, the
hierarchical
Hierarchical
Sphinx. Yeah.
Do those look like their hide would keep us warm?
So you can't actually see them, but I will note it's actually not that cold outside of the cave. Windy,
Well, yeah.
but it's about an
I was-
even 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. Well, I was just curious for future reference because I know we saw them before.
At a distance, you didn't get a real good look at them.
Someone's
Nova,
going hunting.
do you need some extra healing now?
I think I'm all right for now.
You said that earlier.
If we can just find somewhere and maybe take a short rest, if there's somewhere safe.
Do we want to do the caves to the north?
I think we should short rest here.
in the
we've
mouth of
seen
the
this
cave
cave.
with the 20 frogs, giant.
I
ice
mean,
caves.
we're short resting for an hour, and I would still understand the toad language for another.
Yeah, but
50,
what are you gonna
45
say?
I'll hear them coming and hear if they're chatting. I'll understand them
They
if they're
were
looking.
very sneaky in there, so I'd prefer to move on if we can.
We're just gonna take more and more damage if we move on now, and we don't know where's safe. I mean, if you, yeah,
Well, we're gonna keep taking environmental damage out here.
I can cast Tiny Hut again. It'll take me 10 minutes though.
Oh, I mean, we can definitely hold them off for 10 minutes. I say definitely, like, that's definite, but it's not.
So, like, what, up here against the wall?
That
maybe?
thing, go.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I will ritual cast that up against the wall. And well,
Okay.
it'll
Ithri's-
be same as before, color to match as closely as possible to the background.
Ithri's gonna
So
be...
by-
Sorry,
Go ahead.
you know, you guys. You go.
Go ahead. No.
I was just gonna say Ithri's looking into the cave to check for frogs
Yeah, I'd be keeping watch.
and tell
Um,
someone to look up.
I'll cast it like in this little dip
Sure.
there.
Yeah, okay. Over the course of these 10 minutes, the ice toads never show up again. Nor do any other threats, though the wind blowing debris across the plains outside does make visibility a little less than would be desired. You can actually only see about 150 feet, so about 3 squares out from where you're at. And you take 4 points of environmental damage, 2 if you're having it. And aren't all of you guys having it?
Yeah.
No? Wait, what?
Yeah, we're all having
Why?
it.
We got wraps.
Because you
Oh,
all
because
have
of the.
protection against.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I actually didn't half it last time, so that makes me
I didn't either.
just right now. So
Yeah.
it all balances out.
Okay. You are able to get the bubble set up. And then
jump in.
once you all enter,
I mean,
free
you've
of
got to
that.
be in it already. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
jump in.
I,
'cause you won't get
I
in.
jump while I'm in. Excitedly.
You're half in, half out, and just stuck.
As long as you're in when I make it, you can go out and in. But if you're outside when I make it,
Oh, I see.
Is that
Yeah.
like technical question? Is that like for the entire ritual casting, or is that just like we need to be there for the
at the
final?
completion.
Okay, cool.
at the completion, it springs into an existence. It's not like
Yep.
a slow form. It's a.
Exactly. Most of the
Pop-up
ritual
10.
is taken up by like drawing symbols on the ground and like since you're a bard, like humming little tunes, maybe playing an instrument, something like trying to get just the right sound until it becomes sort of like at the end, almost a meditative sort of sound that just sort of brings the bubble into existence, stifling all outside sounds.
Yep.
And now, if you guys would like, you may take a short rest or a long. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, but
I'm
yes.
good with
How
the
long have we
short.
been traveling today?
Not that long.
a couple hours.
Yeah, a few hours.
I know it took a while to get over here, so let's just.
I mean, if we're due a long rest, I'm happy to do
We're not.
that because it isn't 8 hour. But I think, yeah, time we haven't been enough.
Yeah.
Short rest it
Whoops.
is.
I don't know why I used Roll20.
Can I attune to that staff during this short rest, plus?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Nice.
So Medora would probably be like cradling this staff in her lap, maybe humming occasionally, just trying to bond with it, find its unique resonance. What are the rest of you doing during the short rest?
Treating my freezer burn.
Okay.
I think
Um,
Juko would be keeping watch, even so, like we're in a bubble.
yeah, probably. If we're just here for an hour, that would be.
I need to
Actually-
roll.
I think Cora would poke E3.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was looking the other way. Hello.
Have you tried to talk to?
No.
You know. Has he tried to talk to you?
I don't know, and it's been lovely.
You don't. So no then, or
I haven't heard anything. I don't know. Like, might be real, might be fake. He could have been the frogs for all I fucking know. But nothing that I've noticed
Oh.
of. No, like, hey, it's me. How you doing?
hey, that's good, right?
Yes, it's been awesome.
Because he kind of wouldn't shut up before. Just saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's
Okay.
been nice.
just checking in.
If it wasn't for the wind, I'd move in.
Oh, you want frogs as neighbors?
If I
Toads?
have to choose between them and him, yeah.
That's
Does anyone have access to Nova's sheet?
that's pretty harsh. I do not.
Why is that harsh? They're just frogs. They're just toads. They're not frogs.
Yeah,
They're
but
just
I think
toads.
they wanted to eat us. And as
I
far as I'm
mean,
aware,
they're
Puck
all-
didn't want to eat you.
There are worse fates than being eaten.
I don't know. That's pretty bad.
I guess it depends on the digestive, if you suffocate or the acid gets you first.
Nova would know all about it, right, Nova?
Has she been eaten? Oh,
Yeah. Remember?
Nova seems very distracted. But does anyone have access to her character sheet?
what did you
to,
need
to
from
do a
it?
short rest? Just a short rest.
Oh, I don't
isn't
think
there a
I
thing
can
on-
press buttons on it.
We can just see stuff.
We
I
can
think.
see it, but we can't press buttons on it.
Okay. How much does she heal on a hit die?
Her
D8.
die
What's her con?
is-
It's D8 plus con. I think.
her constitution is +2.
Okay. Okay. That's
Okay,
on
one more.
brand.
One more. One more hit die for me. Okay.
When you say that, like, she was kind of sort of giving a 1,000-yard stare, and when you comment on that, she kind of starts. What?
Don't worry, we're talking about Puck again.
Oh,
It's all right.
I don't
think
I
he's
don't
here.
think we need him. I don't think we should bring him into this.
That wasn't that
No,
wasn't being discussed. It was more just that I don't think he's here. We
Good.
might actually be out of reach.
Bad enough already.
Mm-hmm.
Or wherever
Puck.
we are.
Like the infamous satyr of the Feywild.
He's a satyr?
Puck, yes, a servant of King Obera.
Well, he's not actually Puck, right? He's. Should I?
I
Is he one
mean,
of the ones we shouldn't say the name of? I can't keep track.
If it is in any way uncomfortable, I don't need to know.
you
But
knowing isn't
anyone-
uncomfortable.
Anyone who would give the name of Puck to disguise themselves should not be trusted. For Puck is
That-
already untrustworthy.
I
And for
appreciate.
that
I
to be the
appreciate it.
disguise.
That information is lovely and already very well known personally. Thank you.
That's a good point, though. Why would he pick the name Puck if he's trying to? That doesn't seem like a very good disguise if he wants to be trustworthy.
It wasn't one
Right.
that I was familiar with at the time. Maybe he knew that, and that's the joke.
Um, Well,
Or maybe it was a double
This-
bluff and I just didn't get it. I didn't even get the first one.
I do wish to comment. I am
Comment
quite
away.
impressed with how you perform in a situation of potential duress. It would have been easy to draw your weapons, use your magic.
Yep.
But you chose a different method. There are very few who would take that road.
that is my preferred road. Yes.
A3's
I
thinking back.
glance at everybody else.
A3's thinking back to the fact that the first thing he did was get his sword out and light it on fire.
Ah!
Medora's like, it's probably not group consensus. It's just like sat there holding her stick, just ignoring.
That was really good, though, Medora.
Hey, and I know it's not usually how it happens, but I've seen those guys before, and they're not great. It's a harsh enough environment to have to then have a big fight, and I didn't want to attract other things.
Yeah.
Smart.
A reasonable concern.
Plus, we did kind of barge into their house, so it's kind of rude to just,
Yeah, but then I feel bad. I've just left a whole load of horse-sized toads queued up. I don't
I'm
know
sure
how long
they'll-
they'll wait.
I'm sure they'll get hungry and wander off, right?
At worst, this is just a story that they'll tell their grandchildren.
Remember when we almost had a feast?
But what if they don't ever unqueue? What if they were just... I was pretty persuasive. What if they just wait? I don't know how often food wanders into this cave.
Yeah, I feel like they don't necessarily need as much food as us,
Well-
so it might be fine.
Maybe when we're done with everything, we can check on them.
As you're saying this, you notice that there's like a large tumbleweed that's sort of blowing toward you,
I blast
toward your
it.
bubble.
From inside the cave or outside?
No, from outside the cave.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
That's
weird
fine.
is it was blowing one direction and then it just sort of changed direction and is now rolling towards you
Oh,
until it
maybe
hits
we
the
should.
bubble and just sort of ping,
What is it?
bing. It's the same size as those toads, funny enough, but it is a massive. It looks like a boulder, but since you can get like right up to it and look at it, you can see that it's got actually like a fine mold exterior to it. Whatever it is, it's some kind of fungus, a large rolling fungus,
What the fuck? Okay. Hey, get out of here. Psst.
just repeatedly bumping into your
Hey,
bubble.
stop it. Leave. Get out of here.
I'm trying to find a way spell stuff.
Get. I'll blow at it.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. I
You're
don't think
just
that
blowing
works.
in the bubble.
It's not working.
It might
Um,
it might be like the creepy brain thing that likes life.
It doesn't look like a brain. It just
I
looks
meant
like a
I just meant
tumbleweed.
in terms of it follows signs of life.
Alright, you're fogging up the bubble. Please stop.
I mean, if it can hear us, it can hear us.
Neither Nova nor Leono know what this is, so
I
you guys
would
are
like
on your
to
own.
make a check as well.
Oh
Should
yeah,
be
I guess
nature.
I will.
I
I'll
wouldn't.
try. Since I have a good look
I
at
like
it.
not knowing.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, yeah.
16 for me.
You actually both of you are familiar with these. You can tell, first of all, it's clearly a plant of some kind. It's fungal.
Okay, fungus is okay.
It is not unnatural fungus, Cora, you can tell. And you know that it's seemingly predatory. And knowing what you know of fungus, it's safe to say that this thing can probably spray spores.
But it's not
Junko,
right now.
You recognize it as a specific creature called an ascomoid, a subterranean fungus creature that sort of rolls around, slowly building up speed, looking very much like a boulder until it gets... Well, first of all, it will try to roll right over victims, but it also will attempt to spray its toxic spores, which are, as mentioned, very toxic. And eventually, a creature that succumbs to these spores will be infested and eventually become one of these. But they are mindless, which is unfortunate. It means that it's because their senses are blind sight. It means that it's just never going to leave. It knows there's food in here, and it's just trying to roll into you.
Get out of here! Get! Scat!
So on that, Junko's just gonna start giggling at Cora.
What?
I will also note, you know that it is really difficult to kill these. They have virtually no vulnerabilities. Pretty much piercing weapons are one of the only ways you can even hurt them.
I don't know a whole lot about these,
Uh,
besides that they're just kind of fungus that
so
roll around.
I have good news and bad news.
Okay.
Start with the
Bad
bad.
news. That's not going away.
Okay.
Good news is you could stab it, but that's about it.
I mean,
Okay.
it
We
feels
have
like
8
So-
hours of dome.
Wait, so it knows we're in here?
Yes, but it cannot think. It just, like, senses food.
Oh. Do you think it would want some old fish? I could like throw it out there as a distraction.
How big
If
did we
sh-
say this was?
Okay, I guess this
10
is a
feet.
more hypothetical thing. That if she gave it the fish, would it spawn another one in time?
No.
Okay.
Also, given the size of it, I mean, it's literally the same size as you guys' bubble.
Would fire kill it?
No. I mean, it could hurt it, but it's not, like, vulnerable to it or anything.
Okay, that was the real question on that one.
So do we live here now, or?
only for 8
I
hours
guess-
and then we die here.
What did you say you got, Junko, in your knowledge? Was it 20?
Yeah.
With a 20, you also know that they can be tamed. They can be fed, and if they're fed frequently, any kind of meat, they start to recognize their feeder.
So anyway,
Oh.
about this fish.
How long does it take to tame one? Is it less than 8
probably
hours?
A few weeks.
I
Oh.
like that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
If we had time, we could train it, though.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I can tell this one to sit.
Could we
it's
outrun
more
it?
so like if
How-
you feed it.
How quick is it?
How quick is it, Asko?
So to start with, they're very slow.
But when
Speed
they
of
get
about
going-
30 feet. But every turn that they are moving, they
Jesus.
gain another 30 feet to their speed, up to a maximum speed of 120.
Outrun
we-
is a no then, is what we're
Did we
saying.
notice? Does it get affected by the wind? Was it just rolled straight against the wind and was
Straight
like,
against the wind.
Oh, cool, fun.
Ball. I'm just gonna light the sword and start poking at it.
No, on the
Does-
outside, just like.
Can that
stab
go
it.
through the bubble?
So because the sword was inside the bubble when I cast the bubble, the sword can go through it and the sword can come back, but the spore still can't.
In fact, Ithri
Okay.
doesn't know that, so I think what he would do is hold his hand outside the bubble, then say Baal, and then be like,
It starts to roll toward
Just
your hand
trying
and
to
just
stick
like
Oh,
it.
E3, no.
well, we need to
Uh,
poke it.
But you can get infected and then become one.
It
Wait,
blasts
what?
spores at your hand. Could you make a con save with advantage? It's a
No, just his
stupidly
hand
low
needs to make
DC
a
as well.
con save.
I'm cutting the DC drastically, but as soon as it senses
Satan.
actual flesh, oh yeah, you're fine.
Your your hand
but-
made the save.
Can I try poke? Like, I've got a short sword. Can I try stabbing it without
Yeah,
the like hilt of the sword actually going outside? So it's literally
Yeah.
just the blade stabbing
yeah.
it,
Honestly,
but timing
you
it
guys can.
I
We
guess
don't even
I'll,
have to roll it out.
I'll
Like you
pull
guys
my
are able to kill
quarterstaff
it.
out.
Yeah,
and
as
just-
it
we'll
as
just
it
start
rolls.
poking.
As it rolls, I'm basically going to time the stab so that as it's closest, I can just.
What if we
Okay.
all
It
just,
impales itself.
yeah, what if we
Guys,
all
I
just
feel
stand
really
here with
bad
swords
about
out,
this.
and it's just like,
I
Um,
feel kind of bad.
I
Like-
know.
as
It's a
it
plant.
continues doing this, eventually, it kind of rolls into the bubble, and then just deflates, blasting spores in a cloud that engulfs the entire bubble and the area around it. And over the next 15 minutes, that slowly drops to the ground. And
Wait,
Are we okay?
do
Do we need
this-
con?
Do the spores? No, we're still in the bubble, but do the spores disappear?
Yeah.
Or do they stay on the bubble?
no, they just slide off of the bubble
get blown
eventually.
away.
Cool. I'm just checking that I don't have to get.
It's very windy out here, remember? So
Otherwise, when the bubble disappears, we are just gonna get spored.
is there anything like left behind in its remnants? Like, is there any
Nothing.
bones or
no bones, no nothing.
hasn't got like someone's
It went full Obi-Wan
metal
Kenobi.
hat?
okay. That was weird.
Oh, there's
I
the
mean-
boulder.
Something to pass the time, I guess.
Should we maybe move?
So, what's the plan? Because we've got a cliff face up there that has not griffins. What are they? The
Hierarchal sphinxes.
higher what?
Hierarchal sphinxes.
Hierarchical?
I, hi-
It
As-
means they are not intelligent, but
Oh.
predatory and very angry. Don't expect riddles from these creatures.
Wait, is there a type of sphinx that does do riddles?
Oh, yes, yes. But those are found more in the desert.
You not read the stories about them? I guess not.
Everybody's like, geez, E3.
No, I haven't.
Medora's
sorry.
like, yeah, geez, E3, I know.
Should I have you got one? Maybe when we're in bed you can read me a bedtime story about hierarchical sphinx.
Well, I just read a story about a
desert
regular
sphinxes.
sphinx that gave riddles to someone.
Were the riddles good?
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Okay, don't tell me
Uh,
now because you'll spoil the story. Tell
okay.
me later.
Uh, Nova?
A3 now expects a full bedtime story about sphinxes.
Oh god. Nova, can you cast more detect magic or
Correct me if I'm wrong. She can cast that as a ritual, correct?
Yes.
So what she's going to plan on doing then is the last 10 minutes of you guys' rest, she's going to start casting that to get it going as soon as you guys leave.
I mean, we
and
don't.
then I guess we'll go into these caves up here, right? There were a few more.
Sorry, Cora, I wasn't looking at the map. Where are you pinging?
Like up here.
Okay.
There
Along the
are
wall.
caves to the north and
Sure.
many more higher up on the ledges.
I think let's do the easiest one first.
I think if we work around the edge logically, because the middle is just, I mean, we've seen a giant, we can't hide anywhere out in the middle. And if Nova's going to detect magic, then, I mean, we're not going to have much cover.
Well, my detect magic is going to be more useful in the caves, I assume, than the plains.
Hmm. I also assume.
Can we pass without, you said before, pass without trace? We could be stealthy, but You know, you've done a lot for us.
I mean,
Doesn't that also only last 10 minutes?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay.
Yeah.
I could do that to get us to the next cave, but I'd prefer not to use it if we don't have to.
Can we see this? I think on the map it looks like we can, but can we actually see the ledge where the sphinxes were?
You can see the ledge. Yes. So here's the thing, though. At ground level, visibility is trash.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The wind and the dust down here makes it very difficult to see. If you can get some altitude, you can have much better visibility.
Let's just do a normal sneak around the outside and see how that goes. But keep an eye on that ledge. Well, I can keep an
That's
eye on
where-
it whilst you guys are being
That's
stealthy.
where the sphinxes are, right?
Yes.
If we stay within the dust, we will be as visible to them as they are to us.
Unless their eyes are better.
In my experience, and I am a tabaxi, they tap their cat eyes. Better vision does not make you better at seeing through dust.
Oh, awesome. That is a relief. Excellent.
It's actually a shame. The sun never sets here,
I mean,
so I can rarely take advantage of my vision.
it might be a shame most of the time, but right now it might help us if we need to hide from those things.
Indeed.
So, do you need to start your casting, Nova, or are you going to wait until we're in the cave? What was
I
the
think it
plan?
would probably be more prudent to wait till we get to the cave.
Okay.
Before we go, can I just take some of like the sealing wax? It's probably the stickiest thing I have, and like use one of my prestidigitation to slightly melt it, and then basically cover my cloak and roll it in the dust so that it's as
Hmm.
dust colored as possible.
Yes, you can.
I've used that trick to make glitter collages. With glitter.
I think maybe glitter is not the right thing for this
Well,
environment.
no, not in this
You
case.
you rolled around in glitter.
No, it was for arts and crafts at school.
Oh,
I think
Your teachers
dust.
must have had a very interesting experience with you.
Yep. Sure did.
No, I've used glitter to make weapons before. There's some magical enchantments that need it, so it makes sense.
This one was never fond of the glitter growing up, and Leono kind of nods at Nova.
you should tell us more about Nova growing up.
You would like to know? And Nova's kind of like, we don't
Yeah,
have to.
hell yes, but not right now. Maybe.
Perhaps tonight.
Yes, please.
So
Then we can settle
bedtime
in.
story about the Sphinx, bedtime story about Nova.
Big sigh from Nova.
I feel mean, but not too mean.
You guys want me to lead the way?
Do we?
Just
I can
to the
lead with
cave.
you.
Before you go, I'm just going to offer up the wax to anyone else who wants to roll around in the dust. Anyone else want to be super
May-
camouflaged?
Thank you.
I'll roll
Leono's
around.
already camouflaged.
I'll
Thank-
roll around in the dust.
How effective does it
Tha-
look?
It
Uh,
would give advantage on stealth checks.
We already
Okay.
So pretty
had that.
effective.
Oh, I already have that.
Yeah.
I do not have that.
I'll
I
just
don't have that either.
I'll just put my cloak up, hood up, and it'll like. I imagine they like take on a semi-chameleon color scheme
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Cool.
I think Nova's going to do that as well.
'Kay.
Though that's probably going to use up your sealing wax. That's a lot of wax you're talking about here.
I've still got the one from my ears if you need some more.
So
I
we'll say
use
your,
that on
s- your sealing wax is sealed up or used up, but all of you have effectively garb that will give you advantage on stealth checks while you are in the air node.
Nice. So we're all stealth advantage. We are going to be ninjas. Right. Did you want us to roll that now?
Roll
Oh.
what? Oh, stealth?
Stealth.
Not necessarily yet. If there's a random encounter, we will. Do you guys remember what we figured out how many squares you could go per 10 minutes?
I think it was
Like 50.
50. It was 50.
50 squares.
I don't think that's true.
It was 1,500. So was it 30 squares?
I think
That
it
doesn't
was
sound right. Because you're
10.
right, it's difficult terrain.
I think it was 10.
It was.
Wasn't it 3? Was it 500 feet or 1,000 feet?
It was 1,500 feet. That's what it
1,500
was.
feet. So it is 30
Yep.
squares.
1,500
30
feet,
squares.
30 squares, but then like I think this ridge we halved a little bit. So I
Was
think
it
you were-
1,500 feet? That sounds like an awful lot.
I think that was
Uh,
if we were rushing or
I mean-
not being stealthy.
Right. If you are being stealthy, it would be 750.
Makes sense.
Okay. So, from Cora, you guys are going. Is this correct so far?
We can't
I can't
see
see,
it,
but yes,
but trust you.
around the wall to the.
You can't see that?
Because
Yeah,
none
I
of us
see.
have vision. Let me
Oh,
put.
here,
I'll,
let me move over. Yes.
I'll put
that's
myself
right.
over here and
Oh.
then.
Okay. So, you'll get to here
Cool.
within 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's marked.
Now,
Double marked.
environmental damage is 1. So, you can't have 1. All of you take 1 point of damage.
Oh, none.
Nice. So,
Sorry, I was doing.
presuming then this bit here is the northern cave.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remind me and everyone else that's watching where the obelisk was?
About here.
Okay.
Right out in the open. So, to refresh on that, you are traveling along the edges of a grim plain of stone and rocks, and a few stunted stalagmites, and a few bones. There are some spots of floor covered in shining patches of ice, while to the north, the closer you get, you can start to make out a shadow where it might be a cave opening. There's a chill in the air, and the occasional swirl of snowflakes. Although nothing accumulates on the floor, the wind is too strong. You can see the entire way along several large floating bubbles, 10 feet in diameter, floating about, carried by unseen eddies of wind. All of them opaque, and each at a different altitude, some by the floor, some much, much higher. And you can make out, actually, you would not be able to make out the obelisk with the dust. If you got higher up, if you elevated, you'd be able to see it. That's where you saw it when you had that elevation, though, was over there. About 15 feet high, with one side covered in strange runes.
I think Ithri's just keeping one eye on it to see if anything changes or is different or is noticeable, but is not really, is still just mainly concentrating on getting to where we're going. So if
Okay.
anything unusual happens there,
Noted.
awesome. Otherwise, to the
All right,
cave.
so onward once more. Another 10 minutes. And you guys are not interacting with like the bubbles or anything?
Not right now.
Medora would be keeping an eye on them.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Like if any came towards us, she'd try and
I
see
go,
what they
I go
were.
poke it. And pop it.
Okay, so at 500 feet, about where my arrow has led you to,
Oh, yeah, I've dropped myself there.
you are moving into a cave now. And there is a high ledge to the east, but I don't think with the dust and wind, you'd be able to see it. It's super high up. Well, actually, yeah, it looks like there's a plateau. You can make out a plateau up there. That's about the best you can say. And then continuing into the dark cave, you'd be able to make it to about here. Dark not so, maybe dark is the wrong word. Dim. It's dim. And the area is filled with a cloud-like mist. Thick gray fog blocks your vision beyond maybe a foot or two. And here and there, you see thin streamers of silvery air swirling about, driven by the occasional winds through the area.
Why is it with all the mist? I don't like it.
Medora's gonna take out of her backpack the rope, tie it round her waist, or offer it. E3, you're leading, right? You'll go first, right?
Okay.
Are you
Also,
happy? Are you happy
3
to tie this round your waist? I don't want to
Sure.
tie us all together in case there's an issue, but at least if it's tied around you, we can hold on to it.
Yeah.
You don't want me to lead?
If you want to, go ahead. I'm happy to be the shield. If he holds up his shield.
How about
Slightly,
I'll just,
slightly scratched.
I'll just be next to you. Feel better doing it.
Okay.
If you want to go in front of me and just hold the rope, and then if we can't see, I don't want to lose sight of you guys because
Oh, okay. I'll hang on to the rope.
So I've just got a 50-foot rope tail now.
I'm
And
gonna
that
tie.
starts
I'm a
here onward,
pirate.
just so you know.
I'm gonna tie it so that it's a quick release knot. So basically, the end, if you pulled the short end, it would just fall off you, so you can't get strung up by it.
Okay.
And I'm not keeping 50 foot in between us either, so.
No.
Okay, ready?
No, let's go.
Nova, you got your thing?
Which thing?
You're gonna cast your detect magic?
Right. That's going to take her 10 more minutes.
I know, that's why I'm
So
bringing
she-
it up now.
Okay, then yeah. So
I
you guys are going to have to
remembered.
wait another 10 minutes.
While
It
we
is
were
going to
sorting out
take
the rope.
another 1 point of damage,
Yeah, we're sorting out this rope. It's fine.
but she will cast Detect Magic. And technically, she needs to make a Constitution saving throw,
Oh, because she took damage?
which fails.
What?
So
The
she has-
wind in here, cutting into Nova, breaks her concentration, and she is unable to cast Detect Magic.
Like,
If you'd
Can she-
like, you could spend another 10 minutes in here, and she could try again.
We'll try to like windshield her a little bit so she
Yeah.
can
Defense
cast.
formation.
You just shove her against the wall of the cliff and like also cover her with cloaks.
She seems very frustrated about this. Like, her
Not
general
surprised.
demeanor.
It's okay, Nova. We'll just try again. I block wind for you.
It's not working. It's fine. It's not like we found anything with it anyway. Let's just go.
Are you sure?
Okay. I mean, I guess you
Nova,
can...
if you require perhaps more rest, I don't need to rest. I'm fine. Let's just keep moving. We can try again later.
Can I just say I believe in you and just give her some bardic inspiration, please?
Mhm.
Like try and fill her with a bit of warmth.
She'll hold on to that inspiration. How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Oh, so she's kind of got to do it now if she's doing it.
I mean,
Unless we get into some other mischief.
yeah, it's a 1d8.
I mean, the size of
Initially.
this cave, 10 minutes isn't even going to get us to the
It's
other
not going to go
side.
very
Come on.
far.
Come on, Nova, you got this.
10 minutes. 10 minutes will get us like here.
Yep. Well, 750, but yeah.
Oh, 750. Here.
It'll get you into the cavern proper, but okay. Well, also though, you are further slowed because you are moving through. So you actually can only go 325 feet.
Bye.
No, 375 feet because you're blinded effectively moving through here.
I'm not blind.
Yep. The fog gives you a visibility of 2 feet.
I put on my fog glasses.
I bet you wish you had those.
So in that case, Ithri's going to lead the way to keep the wall in sight.
Okay.
Probably occasionally tapping it with. I don't think the light wouldn't work. Just a warhammer.
Nova is recasting it, yes? 'Cause
I guess so. Yeah, she'll recast.
I'm going to try and help if Junko goes to protect her with a wind block.
I did.
I'm also gonna help.
Yeah.
What's your bardic inspiration?
1d8.
Thank God. Thank God.
Are
Can
you
you
rolling
stop
below
With
rolling
10?
the
crappy?
1d8, she got an 11. Also,
Bloody hell.
all of you take 3 points of environmental damage, so 1.
I know
if
you're
having
playing
it.
as Nova, but you don't need to like be that close, you know. You don't need to like roll bad too.
Shots fired.
Oh, it's getting really.
She knows
It's-
it's true.
It's well-known facts. That's not something she can help either.
So
Unless.
we'd get to around here.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, which you're following this wall then?
yeah. Left hand on the left wall. Well, just
Okay.
eyes on the left
So
wall.
y-
I presume we get to about there within 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in this time, Nova does not detect any magic. You guys take 3 more points of environmental damage.
Fuck this place. I know we're
Fuck
taking
this
half, but still.
place.
Ow.
It gets you over time. Environmental or elemental planes suck, man.
I'm
Uh,
And
gonna
we live here
tell
now.
I use this. Your place
there's a lot of
sucks.
like tripping.
How long did
Um,
we spend in the tiny hut to
An
try and
hour.
kill the spore? Just because was the spore within the short rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
So during this next 10 minutes, like there's a lot of like tripping over jutting pieces of rock or like you're definitely cutting up your shins and whatnot. Like if you've ever tried walking with your eyes shut while hiking, that's basically what you're doing. You've got a rope, but there's only so much that rope is going to do for you. This part sucks. So who out of the party was keeping watch as your travel task?
I presume as leader I can't.
I was.
You cannot, E3.
Yeah, fair.
I can.
I thought somebody was using investigation instead to kind of keep a lookout for like I guess that'd probably be Nova since she's got
Oh.
I think I was investigating with Nova, but I'm happy
Okay.
to do either.
I was just using like perception, I think.
Cora, definitely. Junko, would you have been keeping watch for ambush or would you have been looking out for things?
Probably for ambush.
Okay, so you two can make a perception check. And as can Leono.
Perception.
9.
Okay. 16.
9? Okay. Okay. Is that accounting for being blinded where you have disadvantage?
Sir, no.
Nope.
Now it does.
9.
9
9.
and Junko?
Still 16.
Still 16. Damn. Okay. So, Junko, I'm going to send you a quick whisper. You're the only one who happens to notice. But
I rolled a 9 twice. I'm too busy looking at Ithri's butt.
Oh my
So I
god,
don't
that's
lose
so.
track of him.
It is a chonky dwarven butt.
Oh. Can I have healed everybody in the short rest, or are we past that?
probably past that, but at the next one you can do it.
Damn it, I forgot. It resets every short rest, so if you guys need healing, let me know.
Yep.
How far away?
Oh.
30 feet behind.
Okay.
My investigation check was a 16 at disadvantage.
Okay. Don't worry,
I'm
there's
gonna-
nothing to see at the moment, but
I'm gonna tap Nova's shoulder. It seems that we have A follower?
What kind of follower? And,
What
like,
is
she's looking
Uzi?
back, but like it's so you guys are all blind out here.
What
Yeah.
is Uzi?
Yeah. It is like wet and ooze slime, maybe?
Okay.
Do... I don't do well with slime, so
Great
I thought
talk.
as caster.
Great talk.
Who's the next one in line ahead of Nova?
I think is Leona at the
Majora.
back?
Probably
or...
Leona.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
him.
Well, who's ahead of Leona, I guess. Actually, you know
I'm-
what? No, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Nova is going to use her telepathy to reach out to E3.
Hello.
E3, Junko says we're being followed by an ooze.
30 feet, by the way.
Just watch it 3 spot. You won't get lost that way. Just keep watch it. Keep watch.
That's-
E3 stopped. Yeah. Is this the one that I can respond in? Okay. Are we turning around and doing stuff, or are we?
E3, why have we stopped? E3, you stopped. Why'd you stop?
I'm doing a brain thing. Are we?
Okay.
Are we turning around and fighting it, or
I can't see it.
me either? I can't even see the
Uh,
wall. Oh, where's the wall?
May I pick up a
Oh,
pebble
by the wall.
and throw it in the direction of the ooze?
Yeah, make a
Uh,
ranged attack roll with disadvantage.
It's gonna be with light cast on it though.
Make a ranged attack roll with disadvantage.
Oh, I
Okay.
think I hear it. Sounds like a
Wait,
pebble.
E3, what's this brain? Are you okay? What's wrong with your brain?
Do I just
I'm using it.
Why have we
Oh, no.
stopped?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
do I
E3,
just use one of my
Has he
other
got brain
ones
freeze?
for it,
No.
or do I add my modifier?
Oh, I love it so
It's
much.
like it's a same as any other ranged attack roll, just with disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I owe +6, so disadvantage would be 17.
17.
Yeah.
All right. The light disappears into the mist. You are unsure if you've hit or not.
There was no like
What's your passive perception?
13.
13.
Why did she do that?
So
You don't hear it. You don't hear the pebble
There's-
land.
there's an ooze that's following us.
So why would you throw things at it? Shouldn't we sneak away?
Well, I mean, we were sneaking, but we're rubbish
I
at
don't
it in
remember
here.
rolling a stealth check.
Wait,
I'm
An
sneaking.
ooze?
You should be
Is it-
sneaking.
is the ooze hearing us or seeing us? Because I can't see shit.
You know what? Now that I think about it,
Oozes
when we fought
sense
an
the
ooze
vibrations.
before, yeah. Remember in that other cave?
Mhm.
E3,
Yeah,
go.
they
Yeah.
like just they know when you move, so we can't like move away. Should we just go
so-
and?
Are we
Can
gonna
we
beat it up?
throw rhythmic pebbles in that direction and just like none of you would be able to see where she pointed?
How would that help?
It would be possible to fool the creature. We would have to be very still.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
still
not
at
good
the
at that.
entrance of the cave.
Yeah, but if we
No,
all
it is
just
not.
if if we all just stand still and throw pebbles at the other side. The only problem is I don't know how many oozes there are.
Or how many pebbles we've got. I don't even.
There's lots of rocks.
I have
Right.
encountered a large number of oozes in this place. Many fungal, many not. None of them are very smart, but they are very hungry.
Everything's hungry. I can't take everything to a buffet.
Fish.
And
they
they
like
have
fish?
good instincts.
I got this
It is
fish.
likely because we are so numerous, it is holding back.
Why
If
don't I
one of
just-
us goes off on our own, I suspect it will attack.
Why don't I just give it this fish?
It might need to move around because it can only sense things that vibrate, right? Unless you lob
Yes.
it right at it.
You've got.
That
you've
was
got.
my plan.
Go on then. Okay.
Okay.
You want
Where
to
was
pass
it?
the fish back to the end of the line?
No, I'll just throw it. It's okay.
Okay, so you're gonna squish
I
back.
can
I'm
lob
gonna move
it.
forward to E3.
Yeah, I'll just squish. Excuse me. Sorry. The fish is kind of stinky.
Perhaps-
Sorry.
Someone could transform into a creature and just carry it and drop it?
What? Why?
I can't do
Don't
that.
waste your wild shapes. No. This is fine.
As you wish.
I'm really fast.
Leona,
Where-
can
Wait,
you?
who saw it? Junko?
Yes, it's
Where-
right over. And then once I'll like feel around for Cora, and then I'll like take her head and I'll face it in the direction that I could feel where the ooze was.
Junko, I thought you were gonna show me. Where are you?
It's this way, and I like just grab her face and like
That's not
point
my
it in the
face.
God damn it.
Okay, this
Okay.
way?
So you do this. And
Can
you
I
said
like
you were gonna-
look while I'm looking? Can I perception
Yeah.
just to see if
Oh,
You
right,
can, but you're not
sure.
going to see anything. You could maybe hear something, but
What if
visibility
I
is
squint my eyes really hard?
2-foot visibility.
Ugh. Okay,
Put your fog lights on.
that doesn't help. So it's like this direction.
It's behind you somewhere.
Can you give me
Yeah,
a
since you guys stopped, Junko, you haven't heard it again,
this way?
so you don't actually know.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna tie the fish into like a ball, and I'm gonna lob it like a bowling ball, like as hard as I can down this way.
I thought
Okay.
you were gonna tie it to the rope and then just launch the fish, and E3's just gonna be like.
Mhm.
All right, you throw the fish. You can hear the wet smacking of it on stone for a few seconds.
I listen.
It's quiet, but for the wind.
I don't think it worked. Would I hear anything? What do they? How do they? Well, I threw the fish.
Well, they could like sense warmth, right? The fish isn't warm.
Oh, it was in my bed. I guess not.
What if?
Okay, I'm getting that on the way out. That's a waste of a fish if he doesn't.
How
eat it.
about how about we just carry on and deal with it when it's a problem?
Okay, let's just not split up.
Has everyone got the rope?
Hold on, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Ready?
Guys, can Medora just say to Junko, I want to try and lure it like away, so she's gonna, as we move, throw pebbles rhythmically, like to her right. And Junko, listen, see if you said it moves with vibrations, and she's just gonna like trying to mimic footstep vibrations.
But only like as like one person.
One
on their own?
person.
Okay.
But presumably pebbles would be more vibratey than people.
This would
crazy
be
beast
a
doesn't
sleight
like
of hand
fish.
check to get this right. So try sleight of hand.
That's an 8.
Ew.
Yeah. Even to your ear, it doesn't sound
Doesn't sound good enough.
believable.
I'm just gonna follow E3 and I'll let him move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ithri's moving on.
As you guys move another 375 feet in, which I'm rounding to 400 feet, by the way.
Okay.
How
You are
gracious of you.
completely blinded in here. So that being the case, E3, are you hugging the wall?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't see further than that.
As a dwarf, I will say you innately recognize that as you're goddamn Nas, get away. As
That's me
you're
following the wall.
innately, yeah, as you're following the wall, you innately recognize that you've begun to go up. That there's an incline,
Oh.
which you can kind of see on the map as you move forward. You wouldn't be able to see the edge of it, but like you're definitely
Is it-
ascending.
Is that the start of it there?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Cool.
That's the one. Also, you guys take 2 points of environmental damage.
Can I say no to that?
No.
Oh, okay.
1 point
Thank you.
of environmental.
Sorry, that was like 200 foot. So we'd be. Is it the same speed? So we'd be another 200 uphill.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
Ooh.
We're going uphill. Keep to the left.
I would like
Hands
to
to the
make another
wall.
perception to see
Uh,
if it's still following.
Sure. Well, yeah, you go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, the natural slope leads upward to the southwest at a very steep angle. It gets steep fast. And the slope floor bears deep scratches in it.
That's by the way, a 6.
We all
6?
can
You don't hear it.
we all
Um,
can see these scratches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Are there obvious like claw marks?
Yeah.
A3 wants to work out, try and figure out if it's like a 3-clawed, a 5-clawed, a 1-clawed creature.
This would be a survival check, I think.
Yeah, A3 knows how to survive.
Can I assist him?
Yeah.
Okay, I will roll again. It was better the first time. 15.
Well, no, that would have canceled the disadvantage from the. Actually, you're kind of coming out of the fog now that I think about it.
Okay, the first one was 15 regardless. So
Actually, now that I'm looking at this, no, you're not coming out of the fog, which is strange. Normally, fog just stays low, but the fog is still up here. Weird.
weird.
Yeah, real weird.
It's like
Hmm.
it's like the fog might be coming from
But-
uphill.
15.
Yeah.
You don't think these are claw marks at all. It's more like something really big and hard scratching this up as it rolls down. And on that note, you suddenly become aware of like, uh-oh. And I'm going to say
Hug
you
the
have
wall.
advantage on this check.
will
I need
yell, "Hug
everybody
the
to
wall."
make a dexterity saving throw as suddenly you can hear kind of a distant something coming down this slope toward you.
Did you
Very,
say
very fast.
Dex check.
It is a dex save.
Dex save. Sorry, yeah.
Did you say we have advantage?
Only E3 has advantage. And I will say Cora because you were assisting with this check.
Cool. So I got a
Oh.
10.
I got a 15.
I got 25.
Nice.
Um,
I am hanging on to this rope.
Nova did not roll good. No, made the save. Okay. Anybody who failed a DC of 12,
Okay.
I'm going to roll it on roll 20. You're not going to like this.
But why?
Oh, I rolled like garbage.
Thank you.
Takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone as a rolling boulder just mows you right down, bouncing, continuing on its path past you, disappearing into the white fog. On a success, let's see. Yeah. Okay.
No damage on a success?
No damage on a success. Okay. No damage on a success. So the rest of you like threw yourself against the wall and were able to avoid the rolling boulder. What did I say? 13 damage. Nova is prone. I'm gonna need initiative.
Who the
Yeah, I
heck's throwing
figured.
boulders? Donkey Kong motherfuckers?
Well, that's a very fascinating question with a fascinating answer.
Oh my god.
What's up?
I did better on
My
initiative,
advantage
so-
initiative is hilarious. So we've rolled initiative twice. I've rolled a natural one both times.
If it makes you feel any better, I rolled like trash.
That's this is like I'm at advantage, and with the +2, I rolled a 10.
And Nova. Ooh.
I guess I'm just pinned against the wall too hard. That's what it is.
Yeah, we both
mean-
went like, oh!
I rolled an 8, so clearly I fell to the floor and just didn't notice what was coming.
All right. So
At least it wasn't a fungal boulder. Like the last
You
time.
guys
Don't say
are-
stuff like that because I just wait for Askell to be like, funny you should say that.
Here come the next
It is.
boulders.
It is funny you should say that. So
What the
Junko,
fuck?
you guys are all blinded. Remember, so all of you can mark yourselves as blinded. Those of you who took damage, mark yourselves also as prone. What would you like to do in this situation, Junko?
What does it feel like that tried to crush us?
A boulder. I mean, oh, you saw it.
It was
for
like a
moment,
straight up
just
boulder, not like a
massive-
fungus boulder. Okay.
No, this was a real boulder.
Okay.
It's
Just
a boulder
making
that
sure
met
we're
the
clarified.
a fungus boulder that met the blue fairy.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm assuming there was no detect magic stuff.
There was no magic to it.
No, it's-
And you heard a distant crash behind you where it eventually hit the wall of that cavern.
How
well,
big
I can't see
was
much
the boulder?
further. Hi, kitty.
Like 18 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
that's why I can't mark as blind. I'm blind. I can't really see. I guess the only thing to do is like hold onto the wall and go ahead with the dodge action.
Dodge action.
Yeah. Do we hear someone like grunting?
You can use your action to make a perception check.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm assuming a disadvantage. Oof, 5.
You didn't this time, but now that you're listening, I'll keep you posted on that.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to say for purposes of this. These are not 6-second combat rounds. They're going to be, we'll say, 10-second combat rounds. And as all of your movement, you can move 1 square. Does that seem fair?
Sure.
Okay. I'll happily move with the party as they go.
Okay.
I think that
Well,
initiative doesn't
No,
look quite
not with the
right.
party. I mean, oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so E3, it is your turn.
I don't think that initiative is quite right.
It's not.
Did you not change your initiative on there?
Yeah, it looks like a 10 for me, but I'm
It's a
in
10
front
Oh,
of
for
I
me.
forgot to. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Leono, I think is going to use their action. Like ears pricked up. There is more coming, he calls over the wind.
Oh no! I'll try to stop him. I'll punch the boulder.
Cora, you can,
Just
if you
call me
want,
Chris
you can,
Redfield.
Deflect
as an
missiles.
action, a creature can attempt to slow a boulder as it's rolling. That is an action.
Are you saying I can't punch it? I'm a monk.
It's a strength check, which is effectively punching it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna jump. I can't move my. I'm stuck. Help! Help! I'm stuck in the wall. Help! Help! Help me! Help me! The boulder shoved me. Help! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go up here.
Well,
Just
you'd
keeping
actually
my
be
hand-
on E3 space because because
I
remember,
just want to
it's-
mark it. I just want to be in front of E3 is what I'm trying to say.
If you don't mind, I guess we can put E3 here and do that. Is that okay with you
Okay,
guys?
take that E3. I'm fine
We have
with
to be a
that.
little flexible because it's 50 feet of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to mark that I'm in front of E3. And I will pull out my +3 staff and I'll use that if I have to. And I'm just
Okay.
like, I'm ready for the boulder coming.
All right.
I'll hit it like a baseball, you know?
Now it's E E3.
A3 is going to move up 50 feet and yell out in Dwarvish, "Stop fucking throwing things at me!"
In Dwarvish, you say?
Yep.
You hear a response echo from the mist above you. It's not in Dwarvish. What
Didn't
languages
think
do you
it would be.
speak?
Nothing useful. Common, Dwarvish, and Draconic.
Does anyone here speak Giant?
That is what I
We've
figured.
gone
it
through
would be.
this.
Yeah. No.
Nope. Okay. You can just hear a booming voice from the clouds above. Something up there replied, and it's as if the clouds themselves are speaking to you.
So I would just like to point out, as soon as something we don't understand goes, I start tapping Medora. Like,
Tap, 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 tap.
What did it say? You're the translator.
yeah, exactly.
And then I'll also take the dodge action, I guess.
I will say this, since you're from Himneheim, E3, you recognize
Is this
the
another
language
Etten?
of giants. Oh no,
Is this bigger than an Etten?
it's bigger than an Etten. You
Oh.
know a
Yeah.
giant when you hear it. You might not be able to know what they're saying, but that is a true blue giant, whatever it is.
He's blue?
I will share that with the class. That's an actual real life giant. Are we towards or them?
In that case, Cora will yell out, "Please stop!"
They don't speak common. All
You
right, I've
sure?
yelled it in common.
In common, you hear, "Turn back, travelers,
Oh,
They just
or
speak
face my wrath."
okay, sorry.
maybe they do.
Just
Wait,
don't throw anymore, please.
we'll turn around, but first, have you got a big shiny gem?
Why would you start with that?
I would say that's probably all the dialogue for your turn.
Why would you start with that? Because I didn't want to have a casual conversations with boulders raining from the sky, but sure. How are you doing today, sir?
Would you like some tea?
Yeah, that's
You
my
would?
that's me.
Okay, Medora.
Assuming she tried to get out the way and basically flattened herself against the wall and just completely failed anyway, where she's fallen, does the edge of the wall have like a little dip? You know how cave walls sometimes come down and they like curve out a little at the bottom? Is there enough of a dip that she could basically flatten herself into the wall?
It would give you advantage on reflex saves. But yes.
Okay.
But you would not be negated, unfortunately.
Okay. She's just thinking it's not worth trying to get up. She's not looking good.
It's okay, get out of the way. I got this boulder.
She is. She's not sure what to do. She's just lying on the floor.
You could take the dodge action, which would that would be you like getting into that crevice to get
Yeah.
advantage.
That's what she's gonna do this turn. She's just gonna, like,
Dodge. Okay.
could she move with, like, if she dodges?
Yes, but because you're prone, you can only move 5 feet.
Okay, she's just gonna like crawl.
So effectively, you're not moving from that space.
She's gonna crawl following the rope and then just basically dodge into the wall.
okay.
That's all she's doing. She's just flattening herself in the wall and probably looking very hurt. Not that anyone can see that.
Nova is also very hurt. And I think she is going to also take the dodge action, but get up from prone. Not that it matters because blind is going to give you guys disadvantage on saves anyway. So at best, it'll just be a straight roll. Okay. My boy Vlemnir is going to have a little fun with you. He's going to start a rock rolling. You can hear it coming. And maybe,
Uh-oh.
no, you can't see it. You hear one coming, though.
Uh-oh.
And feel the
Okay.
vibrations.
Oh, yeah. You hear like a bang, 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 like of something large being dropped and beginning to roll.
Ready.
And you can all, I will add, you hear, run away, little travelers, run. And you can hear his booming laughter up in the clouds. Junko.
E3?
Fix this, E3.
Okay. Do you have the gem or not?
There's no answer.
I don't have the gem. That's what we're looking
Or
for.
rather, the answer is the sound of thunder in the clouds as that boulder is
Oh
rolling
my
towards you
God,
guys.
You guys.
Cloud giants were nice.
Yo, you got this gem?
Hey, they don't know you.
Hey. Just, you see a gem? Put it outside the cave.
Yeah. Seems
You guys
legit.
gonna like take a
Yeah, I'll
defense
do that.
action because I'm not leaving without other people, so I'm just gonna take dodge.
Okay. Dodge. Leono is. Oh. Yeah, okay. Leono is gonna cast Entangle.
On the rock?
No, on the path ahead of you.
Nice.
There we go. Let me just scale that down. He's gonna cast Entangle like here. You probably can't see that very well, can you?
I can see it.
Okay, good. In the hopes that it'll snare the boulder. Cora. And actually, I think Leono was we'd said
Cora's-
was ahead of Nova. I think
Cora's gonna yell out. Maybe we can trade. We can give you tribute. Let's talk.
make a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're trying to talk over the thunder of a boulder rolling down a hill. And your voice is nowhere near as strong as a giant's.
Hey, listen. It's persuasion with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Is this gonna be my turn?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do this then.
Okay.
I
I mean,
just
it
yell
would,
that
it would be a
with
lot
no check.
easier to communicate if, like, you weren't
I agree.
hundreds of feet away and
So that being the case, can I tell where the boulder is?
it is on the map. So if you can see it, you can hear that it's about there.
Okay. So, what I would like to do is get a running start and kind of like jump off the wall, like do like a wall run, and then like jump at the boulder and like kick it and try to get it just to fly.
You
Over
do
here.
see that the boulder is like 350 feet from you, right?
No, I can't see it.
Oh, well.
That being the case,
It's here.
Mm-hmm.
what's wrong with my vision? How come you can see it and I can't?
It blends in.
What? Oh, this?
Mm-hmm.
It's so tiny. I thought it was bigger.
50-foot squares.
Yeah, okay.
I'm glad it's not a 50-foot boulder.
Okay, I guess I will make that check because I can't do a boulder
Mhm.
kicking at this time.
Would you prefer I do this? Is that what you want?
No,
Yeah, that's much better.
no,
Okay.
no.
It'll be so much cooler when I kick it if it's bigger.
Yeah, but it'll be so much less cooler when it flattens me.
Oh, you'll be fine. Okay, so disadvantage persuasion. I'll give it a
Mhm.
shot. Oh, 16.
16. You're not convinced that he can even hear you.
Make a perception check. Open your ears.
So it is you guys' order correct? It's Cora, then E3, then Medora, Junko, Leono, Nova. Is that accurate?
I think Junko was
Oh wait,
at the back.
frick.
Okay. Is that true?
It would have been the cat here, and then Nova, and then Junko probably.
Okay.
I'll do whatever you guys want me to.
I just want to make sure everyone was in the right spot. So Leono was
Just want to
in
make
there,
sure
Nova.
you squish us in the right order.
Did that just
Here.
use my ready? That just. Oh.
Because you were listening for this. Those. At the
You-
back.
Can you key
Okay.
point dodge or something? Can you use your key points to be a dope monk?
Well,
Can I use a key point? for
only
my
if you have
bonus
you
action?
you know your abilities.
Yeah, I have a dodge action.
So
I can use a point. But
Then do it.
I still want to kick it though.
Well, there's a very slim chance of it reaching you this turn. Again,
Oh, okay.
350 feet away.
Yeah, I don't know how fast it's moving.
It just started rolling.
Yeah, but I don't know how steep the incline is in the physics.
Very steep.
Could be like a tumbleweed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're adding physics to bedtime stories.
Yes. It's fine. I'll just be here.
Okay. So the ochre jelly that has been following you,
What's up? Did he eat the fish?
don't know, but it does smell a little bit like fish,
Good.
is going to materialize out of the mist and attack Junko with its pseudopod.
What?
Pseudopod. What? What does that mean?
It doesn't have.
Does a
limbs,
12
it has-
hit you?
No.
Okay. Oh, you took the dodge though, so it would have actually been
It wasn't
5
even
to
close.
hit you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nowhere near hitting you. But suddenly, a yellowish tendril of goop flies out of the mist behind you at you, Junko. Now, you were fortunately turned back so you could start making your way back down the slope, which is the only reason you saw it with just enough time to matrix dodge backwards as it went right past where you were and snaps rubber band back into the fog. Unfortunately, very difficult for you to see, but it's there.
Uh,
Medora, do you have the feather falling?
Yeah.
Everyone
What?
grab the rope, and I'm gonna grab Cora and
Oh,
jump
no.
off.
What? No!
Crap.
Uh,
I'm so glad I was
So-
still holding
I
it.
resist. I
Given
didn't get to kick
how-
the rock.
given how everyone's spaced out, I'm gonna say there's a chance you could hear. Cora, you were right by E3, so are you holding onto the rope? Well, no, he said he was grabbing you and jumping off. So
Yeah, because
actually,
she's ahead of me.
Are you resisting, Cora, or are you good with this?
I'm resisting.
Okay,
Okay.
so E3 make an athletics check against Cora's either her choice acrobatics or athletics.
I'm just
Luckily,
like,
I rolled like
"No
a 3, so if you
way."
don't want to, that's only a 12.
Acrobatics, you said?
Or athletics.
I mean, you were so for jumping off the cliff last
Well-
time.
7.
7. Okay, so suddenly, Cora, you were not ready. You're like, huh?
Like, wait,
And
what?
then you're just lifted into the air, and then you're plummeting.
Okay.
Medora, you were close enough to hear. I will leave it to your discretion. Actually, no. When you were knocked prone, you didn't get the rope.
I was still holding it. I said on my turn I held the rope and then rolled towards the
Okay.
wall.
All right, all right, you did say that. All right, so you have a choice. Are you going with?
I am going with.
I really
Okay.
hope this works.
Leona
Okay,
also
so-
heard.
We all splat on the ground.
I really
That'd be
hope
the
no one
worst
else
TPK
does.
ever.
Leona is going with.
Well, I'll be fine,
Nova
but
probably
fine.
did not hear this and only has one hand.
Good. Because
I'm
this-
not convinced Nova would be able to pull this off.
good. Good.
Do we think Nova would? Now I'm asking you guys, what do you think Nova would do here? Would she let go of the rope, or would she?
She was getting up, so I think when she was getting up, probably wouldn't be holding the rope. But if it's with one hand and then suddenly a dwarf jumps off a cliff, that rope's going to move really fast. And knowing ropes and what happens when horses take off at that speed, that would have been rope burn straight out of her hand probably if she wasn't aware that was happening
Do we all agree?
Sure.
logically.
Plus, she can
Okay.
only hang on to it, with one hand.
That's
so.
true. So Junko, what about you?
I think I would have been distracted with the ooze.
So suddenly the rope is just going right off the edge with the force of, a car tied to an anchor dropped off a
I would-
bridge.
Also, I'd be
Um,
screaming because I was surprised.
Yeah. Do you hang on to the rope, or do you let go?
Can I feel Nova behind me? Do I know she's there still?
You would
assuming yes.
know Nova's up there. Yes.
All right. Well, then I'll stay because
Okay.
I got to deal with this ooze.
All right. So Medora, you're trying to cast Featherfall, yes?
I was going to say correct decision because I can only cast it 60 feet. So anyone further away than this and these 50 foot squares was not going to get Featherfall to see.
I presumed we're not 200 feet apart.
You're not.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Um,
was sort of looking at that going, I hope
Okay, so you are able to cast Featherfall, actually. In fact, do me a favor and make an Arcana check.
5.
5. Okay. Yeah, you cast Featherfall, so Cora, E3, and Medora, you and Leono, you all descend a depressingly long distance to the rocky ground below.
60 feet per round.
How long of a distance is it? Are we still falling?
Yes.
Okay, well, I will stop screaming. Probably in a little while.
Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom?
And then I'll just glare at Ithri. What the heck, Ithri?
If
Probably still holding you, just like feather falling, like.
Stop the screaming!
I will say, Medora, you're no longer prone as a result.
Yay!
Also,
I will
Cora,
say-
mark yourself as blinded.
Oh, sorry.
I'm no longer prone because I'm now headfirst swan diving off a cliff
Yeah.
in the dark.
I mean, you kind of got ripped right off by the rope. Like, it just dragged you, like, so fast. It was very sudden. You just belly slid on the rock, and then you're just in air.
I mean, I think the only reason I went was because I'd already considered this in a different cave, and otherwise there would have been trouble.
You gave Ithri the idea, and he went, "I know what to do now."
So this
It
is
is-
your fault, Medora.
It is
I mean,
now your turn.
you wanted to jump to.
I
My
did.
turn.
And now we can.
Not before I kick the rock.
Well, she's going to. I'll be honest with you, she has no idea what she's doing.
But we're still
Done all
falling,
her good
right?
ideas for the day. We're still falling.
Okay.
She's
It's hard to
going
think about
to. She's just going to like. She's going to cast Healing Word, I think, on herself because she's feeling pretty rubbish.
Got nothing else to do.
Okay.
No, she's just going to enjoy the fall, I think.
All right. Nova is going to use telepathy. Junko, what was that?
Or was Cora
Which
screaming
part?
that off?
What part? I mean, it's fair. It's
I
fair.
think Cora just fell.
I think he said something about jumping, but there's ooze behind.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to hear that from your distance.
Yeah, but like, I said something. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Hearing
jumping.
about the ooze, does anyone know what spell she has prepared right now?
How would we know
I
that?
think knowing Saraha, she
character
probably
sheet?
would have done it in advance, or given you notes.
She didn't this time on the spell she has prepared.
I can look if you'd like me to. Is there
Please.
anything in particular you'd like to know?
Just if she has any good options to help. Anything windy?
Oh,
Does
you
she
know
have
what?
spike-
She has.
or spike
She has
growth,
ooze.
maybe?
Ooze disintegrate.
She does, yeah.
Ooze disintegrate. Yeah, we're gonna cast ooze disintegrate.
She got poison spray.
Flaming sphere.
Ooh, that would work.
Ooh,
Actually,
send it,
yeah,
send it
that'll be
right
the
down
one.
at the ooze. Yeah.
She's gonna.
Tidal wave.
Or wall of fire.
Does she have gust of wind prepared?
She has warding wind, which you said was the
yeah.
50-foot radius.
All right. She's gonna cast flaming sphere, and
You
she's
guys
gonna.
notice she's in space. Her character sheet is in space right now.
Her character
What?
sheet's awesome.
Yeah.
And she's going to telepathically tell Junko, "Get out of the way."
Okay.
Technically, since it's right by you and distances are bullshit on this map, she's gonna roll it in the direction she hopes the ochre jelly is in, or the ooze is in.
Oh, I think you accidentally grabbed the entangled with us, by the way.
That's okay.
Wait, no, it's not.
I mean,
That
shouldn't
bo-
it help with the boulder?
In theory.
I mean, I didn't cast Featherfall on it, so if it did come with us, it's plummeted faster than we have.
I don't think it's coming with us.
Okay, yeah. So she begins casting a spell, and a little flame in the fog suddenly swells outward into like a glowing golden moon wreathed in flame as it rolls down the hill. It actually does sort of burn through the white mist for a few seconds, just long enough for Junko to make a dexterity save with advantage to get the hell out of the way.
21.
Yeah, you easily evade it. And it crashes into the ooze, which for a moment is illuminated, and you can see it is this big yellow-orange slime.
Is there a fish head in it?
You wouldn't. It's opaque, so you wouldn't really know.
Just tell
But
me.
the flame hits it for 4 points of fire damage.
Not 8 points of fire damage?
Correct.
And then upon this, I think I would like to use a free action to be like, I would love to leave, but your pet won't let me.
Vlemnir's turn. The boulder is going to move its full speed.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see. Accelerates 20 feet per round. Okay. The boulder moves 1 square.
Oh, that wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
With their 50 feet blocks, yeah.
And my boy Vlemnir.
Did he at least respond to me?
No.
Or is he leaving me unread?
I guess he'd actually be like up here. So he can see. He should have been technically here to start with.
Oh, that's like 3
let's-
rounds of movement.
Yeah, but that's where he would have been. Okay. All right, yeah, he's just going to hang out. That's fine. He's just going to hang out there. Junko. Not that you can see him, because fog. Would you like to do?
I do not retract my previous statement. And instead I keep going. I'm pulling a Medora.
Jumping off?
No. It's talking.
I don't just talk.
As
You
I
also
start
jump
getting
off.
my
Sometimes I
katana.
drink.
Wait, can I see the ooze with the fire right here? So I'm no
You
longer
know it's
blinded
there.
by it.
You can't. You are still blinded, but you know it's there,
Okay.
which would just mean disadvantage on attack rolls.
That's fine. I'm going to try stabbing it. Oh, disadvantage.
With which weapon?
The wakizashi.
Okay, so that's that. You'd be slashing it technically more than stabbing. But
Oh yeah. 16 to hit.
16 is going to hit.
Hey. 7.
7 points of damage.
Yes. and then
Okay. It as you slice into it, it actually just kind of melts away around the blade, like you sliced it in half, and then both halves lurch and move.
Your pet was pregnant. I am actually gonna disengage. No, I can't let Nova get hurt. I'd like to disengage up more. Fuck that. I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna actually go for the stab, which
I don't
guess
think
the
you can do that
kama.
with a wakizashi. Well, technically you can't use the wakizashi. What's your offhand weapon?
I never specified what weapon I was using until I got the wakizashi
I
out.
don't think you have a stabby weapon. I think all your weapons are slashing, aren't they? Or bludgeoning.
You're not got a dagger.
I think she swapped her dagger for a wakizashi.
You not have a katana?
I think a
do have a
katana can
katana.
only slash.
Mm.
No, because I can do it both ways. It's both.
Okay. Well, go for it.
one-handed is yeah.
And don't forget you have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not hitting. Oh, natural one.
Ooh, natural one. All right, you just slash through the mist. No idea where it is, or where they are, I should say. All right, Leono. There's not really much they can do. I mean, you guys are kind of
Blowing.
just
We're
floating.
fucking this up just well enough. So,
Leaves on the wind.
Cora.
are we still falling?
Yes, until E3's next turn.
I'm
at
gonna look at Ithri. What the heck?
That's a cloud giant. You don't fight things that.
I wasn't gonna fight. I was just gonna try to talk, try to give him some stuff. Maybe he has the job. We could've done
He's
all kinds of
fighting.
things. Instead, you just grab me and throw me off
You-
this cliff. Now,
you
what are we supposed to do?
You can't unfight something that's fighting you.
I can
We
ask you
argue
nicely
as
to
the
stop,
leader.
and that's what I was gonna do.
as the two
That's
of you are
all
just
I
like,
do. Yeah.
Okay. The oozes are both going to lash out at Junko with advantage. The first one is a 23 to hit you.
Yes.
Okay. You take 8 bludgeoning and 2 acid damage from that, as one of the whip-like tendrils lashes out, sticking to your side for a moment, and then as it pulls back, it takes a layer of skin and clothing with it. The second one is going to attack you with advantage. Does 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. It's only 1 point of acid damage, but 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As they
Kinda
both
hurt.
strike you. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Whatever this thing is. They are also kind of moving away from Nova's flaming sphere. E3. You reach the ground.
Uh,
I assume I do as well.
Well, on your turn, on each of your respective turns, yeah.
A3 would yelling to the giant. A3's gonna try and basically dash to the bottom of the slope. So
Okay.
I don't know how far.
You can move 2 squares. I would say.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Difficult terrain. 1 square. You can move 1 square.
Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, let's move.
I wish I were.
I'll move 1 square in the right direction.
This place is huge, man.
Yeah. Yelling out. But that is because difficult terrain. Yelling out. King of the Clouds, we surrender.
Unfortunately, you're just too far away.
Yeah.
It almost certainly can't hear you.
Yeah. Hey, cat.
Medora.
What's the plan?
A3's already running
Yeah, you just saw E3
and
dash
yelling
past you.
surrender.
Well-
You hear him in the fog.
Let me tell you, I was gonna go talk to him and see if he would stop throwing boulders at us, and maybe I'd give him some gold or something, and he'd be nice.
Oh, A3's in so much trouble tonight. That bedtime story
No,
isn't getting
I
raised.
don't know what I'm gonna do.
So she's. I don't know what to do. She's gonna like, Cora, snap out of it, slap her, and then be like, "Let's go!" and just runs towards E3.
There's
like,
still a rope trailing behind
Yeah,
A3 as well,
She's
so
like,
you know where
"Ow."
it's going.
snap out of it and just follows the rope as it goes out.
Why'd she slap me?
She's mean.
You sounded
Okay.
hysterical.
Nova is gonna first of all bump each of those jellies with the flaming sphere.
Slapping people.
They both fail their saves. So they each take 9 points of fire damage. For her action, she seems like she's trying to do something. She's trying something, but it just Whatever she's trying doesn't work.
What? What?
The
This isn't
giant.
time. This
I
isn't
don't
the
know
time
that.
for a poo break, Nova.
The boulder is gonna go. The boulder moves 2 squares this
It's
time.
coming slowly but surely.
It's making
I
its
think
way.
it's going to speed up.
Making its way
I
downhill.
mean, it was going 1 square previously.
Hmm.
It's gonna kick the shit out of that thing.
Junko,
I mean, if you get to the bottom in time, maybe you still can.
why don't you slash
Wait.
those jellies?
Don't listen, it's a trick.
You're muted.
Let the boulder do it.
Sorry, my mango dessert required muting. I'm going to try and stab it with a katana.
Okay.
I've seen fencers use this move. It should work. 14.
14 is going to hit.
Wait, disadvantage.
Ooh.
13?
13 is also going to hit.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
4 points of piercing damage, did you say?
Yes.
Oh, they're not immune to that.
And this
Okay.
is a +1 weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So please don't ruin my weapon.
Yeah, don't worry. There's no sizzling on your weapon. It doesn't seem like it's damaging the weapon. But
Oh.
this time they didn't split.
Okay, good.
Is that it
Um,
for your turn?
Maybe. Does a
Yes?
comma do piercing? Like
Nope.
if I were to... Okay. Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
All right.
I would like to. No,
Yes?
I can't do that right now. I'm in danger. I'm good. Wait,
Leono
okay.
is kind of chuckling as he lands on the, or as they land on the stone. Oh, it's been a long time since I've come down like that. Normally I just climb. So everybody's like running away.
I'm
I
still
can
here,
bonus action dodge, can't I?
rubbing my
Okay.
cheek.
Bonus action dodge.
Well, how are we supposed to negotiate now?
It's called
They
running
Come on,
away.
Leono, slap him as well.
Do you have a good way to get up there? Please don't slap me.
I'm looking to see what they
I'm a
have.
pacifist, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Wow. For a fellow pacifist, I'll make an exception.
I mean, slap with the claws retracted.
Oh, thank God. So it's
Leono
a
just kind of
soft little-
shrugs. I can climb.
Well, I can climb too. Wait, like you can climb?
Yes.
How fast?
Eh,
With me on your back.
what do you weigh?
I get on his back.
What do you weigh?
Very, very light.
Are you light enough?
I don't know. Let me check. He's
I mean, it's rude to ask a
he's
lady.
chonky. He should be fine, right?
No,
Okay. Well.
they are not a very strong individual.
Uh-oh.
Old man Leo.
Sorry.
I already tried this, remember?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
About 140.
Yeah, they'd be encumbered. They
Let's
could
go.
technically carry you, but very slowly.
Follow
Oh.
us, Leono. Just carry us.
I'm just on his back.
Perhaps if I took on a slightly different form.
Oh,
And
you can do that
Leono
too?
is going to wild shape
Should I get off your back? But whoa!
into a giant spider with tiger stripes.
Oh, cool! I'll stay right where I am.
I'm so glad it's you on his back, on their back.
Yep.
And the giant spider, I gotta check what their climb speed is, but they can start. They're gonna start carrying you back
I
up.
assume they have no issue carrying me.
Oh, no. Giant spider, their climb speed is 30 feet.
A billion?
So it's going to take a while, but
Well, double
They're-
move, dash.
yeah, well, they just wild shaped.
Oh, are you not Circle of the Moon?
Of course, they're Circle of the Moon,
Well, then
Then
you're
it's a
fine.
bonus action.
but they're also kind of going diagonally.
Yeah.
So for now, we'll say you
Fair
get to
enough.
about there.
Shall I switch with? I'll switch spaces.
I'm glad they
I'm-
can't
don't
see
worry
me.
about
They
where
look
they're at.
back
Like,
and be
at
like,
this
"What
point-
the heck, Cora?"
I'm not too worried about the spaces you guys are in, but Cora, is there anything you want to do on your turn, or are you just hanging on?
I think I should probably concentrate on hanging on.
Okay. The oozes are both going to attack Junko with advantage. $18 to hit.
Hit. Yeah.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage and 1 acid damage.
Okay, not bad this time.
Here's the second one now. Ooh, only a 12 to hit you.
Nope.
Okay, so you've got the locations generally, and you're like maneuvering around the flaming sphere, trying to stay clear of their pseudopods, and it's sort of working out. But they're definitely hunting you now. E3.
I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay.
I
Also, how
presume
close
I
is that-
can't.
Boulder sound.
It's still quite a ways away.
Okay.
I presume I can't see, or
Mm-mm.
there's no way for me to figure out where these oozes are.
Funny thing, the
So-
oozes aren't making any noise,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
isn't it?
No. Yeah.
Don't hear any
it's really-
slurping.
If his plan is just to run back to the bottom of the thing and then head back up, so however many turns that takes.
I'm pretty sure you'll get there before the boulder does. Funny enough.
Oh.
Okay. Medora.
Medora is just gonna sprint after E3.
Okay.
So she's hanging on to the rope so she doesn't lose him.
Nova is gonna once again try to use the flaming sphere. One of them avoids it. The other takes 9 points of fire damage and is incinerated.
Hey.
Oh, thank God.
For her actual action, there's really not a lot she can do here. I think she's just going to take the dodge action. She doesn't know where that boulder is. Speaking of that boulder, we're going to go boop and then boop. It's getting close to the entanglement. Junko, it is your turn.
Can I hit it? I don't have to move, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not really at the bottom of the slope either. Like this,
Yeah, yeah.
we're kind of in a little bit of theater of the mind. Like you're still up on that high ledge. There's that mist and fog.
All right. 14 to hit. For
14 will hit.
3.
3 points of piercing.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck the slashing. I'm not doing it
It's-
again.
Not a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. Like you're stabbing into it, but it's like you're trying to stab a pudding cup.
And then for my bonus, I can take the dodge action, right?
No,
No. Okay. Where's my?
that's an
bonus?
action.
You think you're
Yeah.
a monk?
Sometimes, man. I don't know. I play so many campaigns, I forget what I am anymore.
Okay, so you're just dodging.
No, I already hit. I can't
Oh,
dodge.
right. You already hit. Yep. Okay.
That's why I was
Uh,
asking if I could do it for the bonus.
Leono is going
Yep.
to double move, taking Cora here.
So what?
So
how
going
high are
diagonally.
we- How high are we now?
About 80 feet.
Well, how far are we from the lip of the edge of it? I guess. is what I'm asking.
Probably another double move away.
Okay, I won't bother yelling then.
Okay, so it is your turn. Are you doing anything?
No, I'll just be Can I hear him? Is he like still laughing or?
He's not laughing. Actually, let me see. What's his passive perception? He might not have even noticed you guys coming.
I don't know. 2?
I
Pretty sure
wasn't
it's two.
asking you.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
I'm
was
pretty
just
sure.
No,
trying
he's
to be
actually. He
helpful.
definitely. You don't know what he's doing.
Okay. I would like to keep a lookout. That's gonna be my action.
Okay, it won't matter much because you're blinded.
I can listen.
The ochre jelly is gonna attack
How dare you.
Junko with advantage. Ooh, it's only a 13 to hit.
Okay. Very good question. Because of alert, it says that I can't. Creatures or things can't have advantage against me if I can't be seen by them. Does that count in this scenario?
It sees you.
No, of me not being able to see it as a result of me not being on. You know what? Whatever. It doesn't hit. I'm just curious.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would negate its advantage against you.
Okay. I was just curious because that.
So in that case, it would be a natural 1.
Oh, yay. If I
See?
remembered this
Good to-
sooner, this would be a
Good to
lot
know
better.
you're right. Yeah. E3.
I'm running.
Okay. And Medora following.
Yep.
Okay. Nova gonna try to barbecue this guy again. It's gonna take 6 points of fire damage. Still alive. The giant. Cora, make your perception check. I want to know how upsetting this is going to be.
And
10.
do I have advantage because I'm on a spider?
You do not.
The notorious spider advantage.
Yeah. Does 14 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, it does hit Leono.
Can I do a thing?
What thing? Are you going to try to deflect missile?
Yeah. Can I do that? You were trying to hit me, so I don't see why not.
It is a missile.
Wait, hold
You
on.
roll
Let me check
something,
the.
right?
Let me check the deflect missiles thing.
I'll just do that
So
for damage.
okay, so I have to be hit by a ranged attack to do this. So I would like to take the hit, technically,
Okay, I'll allow it.
and I'll deflect missile.
Good
so you roll the damage,
23.
and I reduce that by 1d10 plus 9. So here's a d10.
That is a lot.
So I reduce it by 14. What'd
Okay,
you say it was?
23.
So 9 in
So let me
total.
take that damage, and then I'm gonna deflect it back at him.
You
I'm gonna
can't.
use
I think
one
you have to.
key-
I think you can only do that if you reduce the damage to 0.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn it! That would have been cool if I could.
But because of this, it does not hit Leono and squash him, causing you to plummet.
That's good. Yeah.
The boulder comes out of nowhere, and last second you kind of have, "Ah!" and you like punch outward. You wanted to punch a boulder. You hit it, and your
Uh-huh.
knuckles, probably all of them, break.
Well,
But so does
no.
the boulder.
I still have my staff, right?
Oh, you're using the staff? Okay,
Yeah.
well, you split it. The staff pierces into the boulder. It's fractures, splitting into 2, and some of the debris still catches you. And I need you to make a strength saving throw to stay mounted.
I'm clenching real tight with my thighs.
We're gonna see.
What'd you say?
I hope
Strength.
your back flappers are working.
Strength, not a dex.
Just monk,
Correct.
she can fall and
Are
be
you
fine.
sure?
Roll your strength saving throw, please.
I don't want to, please. 16.
16? Okay, yeah. It was just a DC equal to the damage you took, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
You stay mounted on the spider, but yeah, this guy's got rocks, and he just threw one, and that was a rock bigger than you.
Okay. He's gonna get some words on my turn.
Junko.
Uh,
Here, let me do this.
You
It's
just see
easier.
that's all she says, and then she goes to try and hit it again.
Okay.
Let's roll with disadvantage. Did you roll twice? No, not yet.
You don't have disadvantage because of alert, correct?
No, it doesn't have an advantage against me because I can't see it.
Oh,
Not
okay.
that I would have no disadvantage. 12.
12 is gonna hit it.
Yeah. Please die. 5.
As you stab into it once again with your katana, the whole thing like quivers and then melts away into like a liquid seeping back into the rock.
I like to think a little air pocket comes out as a.
Yeah, there's a little sound as it like okay. Is that it for your turn?
Nova, I think we're good.
All right.
As
I just
can't see.
realized I forgot. The boulder on the giant's turn would have rolled and gotten stuck in the entanglement. Okay. Nova, I don't know where the others are.
I don't know how far away they are from me, but Ithri's just running and yelling in Dwarvish about
You like
Jotnar.
I'm
100
actually,
feet
since
from
the boulder
us?
is stopped, I'm going to end initiative. Cora, Leono carries you the rest of the way, right up into the proximity of this giant.
Boulders.
And
on
he
this
is a
bow.
big boy.
Yeah. Does he? Can I do a check on the kind of giant he is?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I
that'd
can see
be
him now.
history.
History.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that real quick. Ooh.
But he
Ah,
is muscular
16.
and has a light, almost cloud-like skin with silvery hair. What did you say you got? 16?
Is he single though?
Cute. You recognize
16.
this as a cloud giant.
Do I know anything about cloud giants?
16? You know that they are supposedly not necessarily horribly evil, but they have a lot of power over weather, storms, wind. They're cousins of storm giants. Unfortunately, cloud giants do tend to be a little more dickish than storm giants.
Are they?
You know that they are the iconic giant that lives in a castle in the clouds.
Live in a castle, huh?
Well, obviously not in this one's case. You know that they can see through clouds, though, no problem. And that they like to
Oh, that
throw
makes
rocks.
sense.
And that
Do
they
like
are...
money, or do they like anything in particular?
They like trickery. They enjoy
Great.
wealth and power.
Okay.
Puck, that you?
They gamble.
Puck, hello.
They like big, high risk, high reward kind of scenarios.
Okay.
But you also recognize, looking at this one, that this is no leader. If anything, it looks like it might be a scout.
So as we get up there, I'll be like, "Oh, you almost got me there."
You do not belong here.
Yes. I've come to. I am a scout for my group back there, and I was hoping we could talk.
You can see that he reaches for like his silvery top knot and has a metal whistle.
Or maybe if you don't want to talk, we could pass the time. I'll pull out a big pouch of money and I'll jingle it. We can make a wager.
What have you got there, little one?
Lots of money.
I have warned you to stay clear of our territory. Yet you persist. And the rest of you could hear his voice booming through the clouds. You can't hear who he's talking to, but you can hear him up there.
Oh, is he yelling in common? He must be.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's talking to Cora. Okay.
Well, perhaps we could barter for just passage for an hour?
Barter?
Yeah, I have lots of money.
Ah! Little folk money.
You don't want
He
little
seems
folk
to be
money?
surveying you. Make a persuasion check.
Is there something else you'd be interested in?
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage? I'm
No.
jingling my money.
No.
It's jingling.
No.
Oh, 20.
$20.
I start jingling with my money just out of nervousness. Money.
You could be an ally.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Know you what became of Foolith?
Foolith. Do I know what came of Foolith? Can I do a check on that? Have I
No.
ever heard of a Foolith?
No, you have not.
No.
We are
they-
not accepting visitors. Visitors. And like you guys, again, all of you would be able to hear this voice. It's up to you if you're starting to make your way back up the ramp or
But
not.
you are accepting allies? That's what you said.
If you
Damn it.
would ally with we of the clouds, return with Foolith,
Okay,
and
where?
we will guarantee your safety.
Okay, who is Foolith?
Of our kin.
Okay. If I think back, was that a storm or cloud giant we saw earlier?
The individual you saw did look kind of similar in appearance to this one.
Hey, you know what? I think I might have seen him or her. So I'll just go get Foolith with my friends and don't throw any more rocks though, okay?
If you go at once, you will not be harmed.
Okay. And we'll come back with Foolith. Okay. Good plan. And thank you for listening.
Vlemnir has spoken.
I'll
He's gonna
push some.
puff out
I'll
his
leave
chest.
I'll leave some fish on the floor for him, and then I'll scurry away with my spider.
His nose
finding
wrinkles
all this
as you're going. And I think we're gonna pause here and take a quick break.
Cool.
So, Chad, I'd encourage you to get some hydration, some snacks, stretch, take good care of yourselves, chat, and we'll see
fish.
you on the other side.
Pink elephant.
We're back.
Oh, wow. Hello. We're
Elephant
back,
dick.
just like that. That was very sudden.
I mean, we were talking about it, but we're back. Surprise!
Ta-da!
So, picking up where we left off, Nova's flaming sphere has gone out. Junko looks pretty hurt. Like there's patches of armor and clothing that have just been torn off or burned off. Where skin is visible, you can see just awful acid burns and some skin that looks like it's just been ripped off. Nova is probably nursing a couple of busted bones from the boulder, the first boulder. Who is that? Is that Medora? Also looks probably to have, I would say, maybe like a broken arm from the boulder.
And
As
then
you
I threw
guys-
you off a cliff.
Yeah. As you guys like limp around to the base of the ramp, it's been a few minutes since the voice above quieted, and the fog actually seems to lighten
Before
over the
I
next
get
few
down,
minutes. Mm-hmm.
hey, is this gonna disappear pretty soon? I asked the spider.
Oh, it would have disappeared a while ago.
Well, they might have to have dealt with. I was just gonna kick it over the edge so it doesn't hurt anybody.
I'll allow it. Well, that boulder is a little big for that, but I think Vlemnir would probably come down and pick it up and carry it back up to his
Oh, that's nice.
spot.
Nice to know. He has 2 boulders in his arsenal.
So I come
At
riding
least.
down on a spider.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, a tiger colored
Hey, guys.
spider.
What are you doing?
But what? Never mind. And I am
Oh,
going
don't worry.
to.
This is our friend.
I'm gonna tap Nova and healing hand, sir, for 7 health.
Thank you.
So I talked to
Yeah.
the giant up there.
You did what? Wait, what?
I talked to the giant up there. He said, if we bring or talk to Fulith, some giant named Fulith, we can team up.
You don't mess with Jotun. What? Why? What? You?
I was
Who-
just talking to him.
You talked to him alone, Cora. That was
No,
really
I had-
dangerous.
I had, but I
They
pointed at the
wild shape
spider
back
and
into
fired-
Leono.
I'm still
It
on his
was
back.
fine. Sometimes a high risk, high reward is necessary for the greater good. What
That's
if he just
definitely high
killed you?
risk.
We would never have
Yeah,
known.
that was. Yeah. That.
He didn't.
Why didn't he kill you? Because you're
We were
gonna
talking.
find. I mean, so was I, but I was still having boulders thrown at me.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe we should continue this conversation a little further away.
Oh, he's not gonna throw anymore.
As long as we leave.
We
Let's
just
do
have
that
then-
then.
Question, Tim.
Hmm?
Do the frog's cold damage count for my cold brewer?
Yes.
Okay. Which is the next potion up from healing? Just regular?
Extra healing. Or I'm sorry, greater healing. I
Okay.
was thinking first edition for a second.
I'm gonna drink that.
And, you know, I was just trying to get him to stop throwing rocks and hurting you guys.
Oh, I rolled so bad.
And then, you know, I got thrown off a cliff.
Yeah, but that was to get out of here, not to get in.
It is possible we may now have allies. Allies who we would otherwise not have had in a very hostile, violent environment.
I don't
So
trust
do you
Jotun.
think that's Fulith out there?
We don't need to trust them. We just need to trust that they are no longer our threat.
I mean, it sounds like they are if we don't bring back the guy, because
Or
we
we just
still
don't
haven't
come
managed to.
Here.
We still don't know what's in the rest of this cave. Is our visibility a little better now?
Yeah, the fog actually has lifted, not in the deep reaches of the cave, but the back,
Oh,
almost like it's guiding you out.
see, that's another perk. They can, like, control the clouds.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
I presume
we're
this was a
walking
walk and
out-
talk.
Let me heal you guys. You look pretty beat up.
What? How did I not take any? What?
I think going forward, if we're going to talk to the denizens here, maybe we should do that together, Cora.
That was my fault, to be fair. I threw us off a cliff, including Cora, and then ran without checking.
Well, we were kind of in the middle of rocks. I didn't really have time to go down to talk to you guys and then go back up to talk to him.
So
Okay.
you talked to a giant, a cloud giant, and you're not squished. But they might be friends.
I'm pretty squished. Can I sit down?
I think
Just
we
a
need
note,
to.
you guys are still taking environmental damage in here.
I think we need to at least
I'm-
get past the bug and then.
Which reminds me, it's been about 10 minutes.
No.
Rude.
4 points of environmental damage.
Okay. Junko, you heal 14.
Oh,
15.
thank you.
No. 13. Ah!
13? Is that your
13.
final offer?
Yeah, 13.
So I'll just heal 11 then.
I'm gonna heal Nova.
Okay,
Nova, come here.
Leono could also benefit from some.
Nova, come here.
Listen, I'm just not moving their tokens. All of you are together in this
No, I
still
just assumed
misty
she
cave.
would resist me healing her. That's all.
No, it says a lot that
this
she's
time?
not, frankly.
Yeah. Be quiet and take my healing.
She's pretty fucked up.
So Nova will heal 7, 15.
Okay. And Leono?
And Leono, oh, will heal 17.
Ooh. Oh my god.
And- oh, I'm sorry, Medora.
It's okay. She's just sat on the floor.
You're gonna heal the least out of everyone. You'll still heal, but it just won't be as good.
So this would
Um,
be like Cora setting the broken arm and
You
giving you some
heal
painkillers.
12 Wait a minute. 7, 8. You heal 13. Wait, what? How does that make sense? You heal 13.
Eh.
12. Sorry.
Okay.
Math!
so yeah, I mean probably some bitter leaves to chew on that ease
Which
the
one is-
pain, followed by setting the broken arm and so on.
Do I need healing?
Do you?
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I3, you're good, right?
Physically.
Okay. So, I mean, I think we should go find Fulith. That way we can travel through this cave safely, keep searching it, and have allies.
Do you have
Right.
an idea
Of what?
where Fulith is?
No.
It is
well, yes.
also
actually.
possible that Fulith may have wandered out of the node.
We
Leono
did see another.
nods at Nova. If Nova Kree's assumption is correct, and I believe it just may be, these nodes are connected. It stands to reason that there are connection points that can be passed through.
He did ask me what happened to him. So. I think he could be the one that's wandering around out there, possibly. That we saw. Other
You-
than that, I don't have any ideas.
You want to go and talk to another cloud giant?
I mean, we can go check out a different cave, I guess, instead.
I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I think I might have been saying it was a bad idea.
It is as good of an idea as any.
Yeah, I
For
don't
right
have a
now,
better
we have
one.
no ideas.
I don't have a better one, but that doesn't make it a good idea. Maybe better than wandering around blindly, I guess.
Well, with a purpose, we are not so blind anymore.
Was it Leono?
What?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me ride on your back, Leono.
Of course, I will always assist those who seek a non-violent resolution.
Nova doesn't like me riding on her back.
But what if violence is the only way some listen? Junko kind of like,
Then perhaps a solution must be found in which listening is not the only requirement. Sometimes we must learn to coexist. If you wander into a tiger's den, the tiger will always attack you. But does that make the tiger wrong? Does that make it your responsibility to kill the tiger? Or is it perhaps better not to go into the tiger's den?
okay, fair.
There's not any like tiger dens around here, is there?
No, I've not found any yet. I should like that very much, though. I could befriend a tiger.
Could you?
Oh, yes! I
They have
promise
their
you,
own-
these good looks, they gesture at like their tabaxi cat-like appearance, are not just among humankind.
Teehee.
So, by the time you make it to the edge of the cave, back out into the plains,
out
you've
here.
taken another 4 points of environmental damage.
Oh!
Hey, at least you guys get to have it. I thought you guys would like the environmental damage. You wanted to go to the
No.
nodes so bad.
How much was it this time?
4, so
Didn't
cut down to 2.
Want to?
Wait
I'm nothing if not a
minute.
provider. You wanted the nodes, here you are.
But we're not blind anymore.
You are no longer blind. Though as you come
So-
back out, you can see visibility in the plains has improved. You can now actually see about 250 feet.
Oh,
Do I
the
see
longer we
Fula
spend
in
blind, the better we can
250
see.
feet?
No. But that is
Okay.
about 5 squares now.
Dang it. That'd be cool if he was like right there.
You can see more of those weird opaque bubbles just floating about in the North Plains.
Well,
And we can tell that this is up.
Yeah,
This-
that's a plateau overlooking everything.
How high is it?
Oh god, I really wish they were more specific about this kind of stuff. It is
10 feet,
high.
lovely.
No. I mean, it's quite high up. It's not at the ceiling, but it's more than halfway to the ceiling. It's like 3/4 of the way to the ceiling. If that
Maybe
helps.
if we got up there, we could see across above the plains. I mean, how hard can a giant be to miss?
Well, we saw one earlier, so
Isn't that where we saw that big air elemental, though?
yeah.
And indeed, you guys can kind of see it moving about.
So we want to go around this area and climb and go up
Okay, yeah.
and see what we see.
Does anyone need a rest before we go, or we heading straight out?
I mean,
I'm okay.
I'm not great, but
Well, should we try climbing the cliff instead of going all the way around? We could get around the air elemental that way.
I don't think some of us are very good at climbing.
Or maybe we could drop a rope.
I'm
You
still
want
wearing
to
one.
Maybe-
shift and climb?
Like- Master Leono, maybe you could climb up there again and then throw a rope down? I could climb without wild shape, actually. I've still got my claws.
When I said it, I was looking at Nova.
Yeah, she
Oh,
kind of
yes,
had
right.
immediately like turned to look at Leono.
how much rope do we need? How high? I've got my 50 feet.
About 150 feet.
I
Okay.
have a set of 50. Got a set.
I have a
They call it-
50.
Ithri's wearing his.
Still.
Actually, it'd be about 175 feet. It's almost as tall as that spiral mountain in the middle of the plains.
So we need 4 ropes of 50 feet to be able to anchor it at the top.
Do you have that much rope?
There's mine.
I have 1.
I have 50.
Or if we do that, at least we have rope above the first 25 foot. Falling that far doesn't hurt as much as falling that far.
I'm
I
just
imagine
doing
I've
a
never felt that
check.
far.
Um,
Well, here's my rope. I'll tie it to somebody else's rope.
Leono has no rope.
How dare you?
So yeah, I'm assuming you guys are at the base of the plateau.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give it to Leono.
So how much is this? A full 200 feet?
So I actually have a 50-foot rope and a 40-foot rope for some reason.
We cut it
Yeah,
for
that's.
some
So-
I
reason.
think that's trap.
so we've got 190 foot of rope between us.
Well, that's enough then, right? Yes.
That'll do.
Yeah. Okay. So Leono is going to take that and begin to climb. Even with a climb speed, it is still difficult terrain going up, and there is
Hey, if
environmental
you-
damage.
If you get hurt, if anything happens, just shoot me back down.
Everyone takes 1 point of environmental damage
Ow.
as Leono is climbing. And this is including like the time it took you guys to get the rope situated and everything.
Did you heal Nova the stuff I healed her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was
Damn.
just.
She was
Oh,
really
yeah,
fucked
we-
up.
Yeah, Nova,
I was
myself and
expecting her
Jessica
to
were
become
looking
something.
pretty bad.
I was expecting her to become something tanky, and she was busy being a fireball.
So Leono is clambering up the cliff. You guys are kind of waiting for a while.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm tucked against the cliff wall with the dust-covered cloak
What did you roll?
wrapped round me.
Near the top, Leono kind of scrambles over the edge up onto the plateau. And almost instantly scrambles back down onto the ledge and is just kind of clinging up there.
Uh-oh, guys. I think something bad's up there.
Does Nova have a range on her telepathy?
Probably. I can
Yeah.
have a look and see if.
To give
If
us
she has a
30
range.
feet.
If it's yeah. Okay. Well,
Did you start coming back down?
no, not necessarily, but Leono kind of looks down, peeks
70
back up
feet,
over the
But still, yeah.
70 feet. Yeah, not nearly far enough.
I like do ding ding on the rope just to be
Um,
like, hey.
Has he even had time to rope?
Oh yeah, he probably still has it all right.
Yeah.
We're just watching. I mean,
If you got across his
they're
heavy crossbow
thinking.
out.
They're gonna. So they haven't technically they haven't hooked the rope to anything.
right.
They're gonna climb back up onto the ledge. I think they're gonna try something a little ballsy here.
He seems the type, apparently.
Hey, want to go chat to a cloud giant that's throwing boulders? Yeah, sure.
Do you want to do it as a spider that's probably like massive but has no hit points?
Hell yeah.
You shoot webs.
3.
Yeah, but also like if you got hit, you fall to your death.
Uh,
That's not a good roll.
It's not.
That wasn't
Great.
Leono.
Good.
Okay. From like the corner over here, where I've just moved Leono to, the rope jerks a couple times, and you can see Leono lean over and wave to you,
Guys,
gesturing up, but also
I'll go
Okay.
first. Okay.
Sure.
I'll follow.
it
I'll
just
be at
occurred to me.
The back.
I can mark. I can do one-sided dynamic lighting from up there, so you can
So
see
do I-
from the top, but not the bottom.
So
Smart.
because I am using the rope, do I have to make a check to climb, or?
What's the lowest you can roll? It's a DC. It's not a knotted rope, correct?
No, it's not.
What happened to our knotted rope?
I think that's the 40-foot one. So
Okay,
there
so
would have been
40 feet of it might be knotted.
yeah, I think that might be why it's 40. So there's like a bit there's not.
We'll say like the top. The
Okay.
top 40 feet or
So
not.
we'll say it would be a DC 8 to climb then. How about that?
I can fail that.
What roll?
Athletics.
Okay, here I go.
Oh no! Oh, I hecked that
Oh, I
one
got
up.
an 11. Whew.
I passed as well.
Okay. I guess Nova should probably. Oh,
I got
Nova's
50.
gonna need help.
Maybe we
Um,
shouldn't all climb at once. How much can? What do you think he hooked it to? Do you think we all can get on at once?
You go first. I'll help Nova.
No, let me.
You'll help Nova.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can just hang on to E3, and you can climb. That way you have your arms. Like I can
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thank you.
I climb real fast.
So I still need. Let's see. Did anybody not roll? Is that everyone? Junko.
No, 17.
17.
I was trying to get all my negative energy out before I rolled the dice.
Fair.
I didn't
yeah.
want it to be part of the dice because I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be good. Kind
Have
of
you ever
thing.
thought about like pre-rolling the ones out of your dice? nice
No, because I only ever
superstitious
pre-roll the
person's trick.
20s.
Also, I'd end
Ah.
up pre-rolling the nat 20s.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
yeah,
I
you
do.
just got to keep rolling until you get the one, and then don't touch that die again. Okay, you guys are able to clamber up. As soon as one by one each of you makes it over the ledge, you can see that there is an actual tornado over here. There's no mist up here either, so like you have perfect visibility. You can see it. It's a ways away, but it's just spinning there. And at first you're like, is that a tornado? And at one point it just sort of turns, and you can see like a humanoid face for a moment and arms as it's like turning. And you realize that is a air elemental just hanging out over there.
I see just chilling here.
Just vibing, man. This is his domain.
I
gonna look
believe
at-
we have found its nesting place.
Look at Leono. Like, what do we do?
It would be best if we do not get close to it, and if it starts to approach, we should prepare for
People,
a difficult situation.
I don't think we should fight it up here. It could fling us right off.
So it would be best if we stay close to the wall. And there is a cave over there, as you can see, and a wonderful view. And indeed, you can see everything. You
we
can see the
any-
caves to the south. You can see caves to the east, west.
Oh damn! Look at this huge thing.
Now, there's still dust cloud across the floor, so it's not easy to see that, but you can see like the obelisk poking out the top of the dust cloud. You can see those little bubbles floating by.
Is the cold mist in this cave now visible at the entrance, or is it still?
Funny thing, so up here, you can see that the path down to the south and east is a natural series of terraced steps. While up here is a large natural-looking plateau, and at the cave opening, it's not even that misty.
Okay, but the cave across where the frogs were,
Mm-hmm.
is it just a dust layer all the way to that cave, or has the
Oh, the
mist got to the
entire-
edge of the cave?
The mist does not go to the edge of the cave, but the dust cloud does. The dust
So
cloud
it
that fills
doesn't-
all the plains.
It doesn't look like the toads have made their way out
No,
because the
it doesn't.
yeah, they're still queuing. Bless them. I feel bad.
They're very smart for toads.
I mean,
I think they'd have figured it out by now.
yeah, I mean that's not great for us if we bump into them again. Unless I actually bring a feast.
Are we just
Any cloud
sneaking?
giants?
If so, they're hidden by the dust cloud.
Do we just sneak by then?
Are we...
Though, make a perception check, actually, if you want.
Can we just sneak on by?
By
Oh,
the air elemental? Yeah, if you want. You can
I'll
try.
make a. You said a perception.
Mm-hmm. That's stealth.
Well, that's a not one.
Oh, you don't have to roll. You don't have to roll stealth
I don't
yet.
have to
We're not-
roll
we're not there yet,
stealth?
but you can bank that. No, this was perception.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just saying that that's my one for the entire campaign. I
So
think that's the first nat one I've had though.
Shishy.
what perception have we got?
16.
I rolled a
16?
10.
10. With a 16, you do see something. It's hard to make out what it is. It's at the far south end of the plains. But there's something flying. Not too far from the ceiling. It's gleaming white. Like a great big winged bird.
God damn it.
Like a dragon.
It could be.
Is that all I see?
Yes.
Where can you ping?
Like over here. I mean, like 300 feet south of the spiral mountain.
When you say big, obviously difficult to get a proper gauge on the size.
That far away? Yeah. I mean, it's like how big is a bird that you can barely make out because it's so high
Well,
up.
didn't we see this guy before? Or no?
Not this guy. I don't think.
Guys. Not really relevant right now, but I think there's a dragon, maybe?
Oh, there are multiple.
Yeah, I
What?
think I see it right
There's
to the south.
a pack of white dragons.
How old?
Very
are you?
greedy. Very unpleasant.
How big? How old?
Older than me.
I don't know how old you are.
It is impolite to ask.
Your skin looks very nice.
But I think
You mean for
not old enough to be a threat alone, but old enough to be a threat together.
how many did you see?
Just one.
I have seen 2. But if I have seen 2, then there must be more that I have not seen.
I'm make my way over to E3 and be like, do you want more hide?
Always. I just feel like we're gonna get judged if we fight stuff.
I kind of feel that way too, but I'm
Are
really
you two
good
giving
at
a look at Leono as you say that?
Yes, yes, very much so.
I'm like, I'm really good at fighting, but I feel bad now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's like. What am I
Like,
supposed to do?
Like, I can't do words, obviously. Just, and we're both like just staring at Leona, like,
Like kids
we can
whispering
feel
in the
the-
back of class.
yeah. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, and Leono's got all the attitude of like a dad at the lake standing at the edge of the dock, like looking out proudly, and is like staring at the air elemental, like looking pleased as a kitten.
Yeah, I don't know. We might have to ask Leo to Leo. I don't know if that's rude. Leono to look away.
We'll put a pin in it.
I don't think he'd like that.
No, I meant like in the idea.
Oh, okay.
What idea are you pinning?
Leono.
Dragon hide?
Oh, dragon.
Guys,
Yeah, that one.
guys, are we going?
Like,
Good
people are
idea.
just joining in.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
the whole of the
That
class
tornado
is in the
has
back
eyes.
of the room.
like a,
So I
it feels like
guess
a
we're
shiny
gonna-
coin.
We're gonna sneak this way.
I'm also gonna.
All
We're
right,
still stealth
now-
advantaged, right?
First, because
Yeah.
Now I want that group stealth check.
I've
But we
seen
have
how.
advantage.
Oh, I've seen what
But
she
still-
rolled, so I'm gonna throw Medora off a cliff.
Okay, so I
You
rolled
get to
the
roll
nat.
again.
I
Yeah.
rolled the
Just-
nat 1
You're fine.
on its own, but we're still
so-
technically advantaged, and I got a 15.
Okay.
Why are you at it? Oh, you are. Yes. Oh, saved by the fucking.
Saved
Sealing
by
wax.
my dust cloak.
Nice.
Natural 20 for 26.
Oh,
16.
14.
20 for Nova. Oh, and,
Nice.
24.
So I
Yeah,
got the
that would've been
lowest
it.
by a long.
Yeah, but that would have been so bad.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's a
against
group
the
stealth
DC
check.
of
It's
8.
okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The elemental never even notices you as you make your way around the edge of this plateau toward the cave. Let me just change up my sound sets a little bit.
To something nice, calm, and peaceful.
Well,
This is the exact opposite of that.
I can't hear it because
This is what it sounds like inside my head.
a passage running roughly northwest leads. Oh, it's going to be a 10-minute lead. Leads on and on to a cave. So you can move until you can see the cave. Nearly 200 feet long and over 100 feet wide in certain areas. The air here is very cold, and the walls glisten with patches of ice. Let me just do something real quick for that. Patches of ice? Patches? Where's my
That's
ice?
what you said. Yes.
There's my ice. Near the center of this high-ceilinged frozen cave is a large stone seat, almost throne-like, atop which sits a skeleton bedecked in robes of fine linen. One hand of the skeleton rests upon a rod-like device with a green gem at one end.
What's this?
And also, all of you take 4 points of environmental damage.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
remind you of that.
I feel like you're enjoying this too much.
The environmental
environmental?
damage. Yeah.
Oh, very much
Wait,
so.
Did you say 4?
Too.
Is this the Tomb of Horrors? Like, should we touch that? Should we not touch that?
What's the Tomb of Horrors?
It's
No,
this
don't.
crazy dungeon I've read about. Sorry, I don't think I should
So
tell
you guys should be
Something's telling me I
about
should have.
here.
Yeah. There was like
I would
some
say you got
shiny
to
thing
about
in
here.
the story or whatever. I don't remember.
All of you are there.
I thought this was a really nice small cave that finished about here.
Nope, it's the opposite of that.
It always is. Ooh,
Nova probably doesn't have detect
Oh.
magic still.
Mm-mm.
no.
That's long gone.
Do we want to do that again and give the cave a good search?
I mean, this is a
Did you say
big cave.
that was a thing we could see?
A large stone throne with a skeleton, a well-dressed skeleton with a
Is it-
staff, or I'm sorry, with a rod-like device with a green gem at one end.
Is
That
it
the
a
skeleton is
giant?
holding.
Is it a giant skeleton?
Looks
or human?
human-sized.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Whereabout?
what were the gems we were looking for?
We don't
Well-
really know.
That's a gem.
We'll probably know them when we see them.
Yeah.
That's a gem.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's a skeleton is holding it. That seems bad.
yeah, this seems perfect, like a perfectly laid trap. To me.
I agree. A treasure this valuable in the center of a cave should not still be here. Did you know
So-
there are fish that live at the bottom of the ocean that have little things like this? Little glowing baubles that illuminate the dark and attract their food. Other little fish come to look at this bauble, and then
Oh, anglerfish.
Oh, sorry,
It's an anglerfish.
that tangent. Okay, now I've caught up. Can
Well-
you ping on the map whereabouts the throne-ish is?
About there.
Smack
Smack
bam
in the
middle.
center.
Okay.
Maybe we can like trick them into thinking we're going for it with an illusion or something. Or
Go on then.
wait, what? I don't have anything like
No,
that.
me
I was
either.
thinking Medora.
I can, but I have used a lot today, and I have very little left.
Oh,
I mean, or I
Oh.
could just go get it.
I'll put a hand
Okay, so
on Medora and do I've lost my thing. I'll do my bolstering magic. Let me tick that off. You gain a second level
See?
spell slot back.
Heck yeah.
Does that help?
A little bit, yeah.
I can only do that once a day
That's okay.
for you.
I mean, yeah, I can send an illusion in, but the range of it's not gonna get to the throne.
Nova, what were you gonna say?
I was just thinking if I could get within 30 feet of the skeleton, I could try reaching out to it and see if it replies.
The skeleton?
You don't
City
you don't
Quest?
think that's the
70 foot. But yeah.
I just thought that was probably what was guarding the cave.
Do you think it has a mind?
Can you talk?
I mean,
to
that'd be a
undead
good
like-
way to find out if it's got a mind. I mean,
Can-
I don't know.
What if it just doesn't answer? Will you? Does that mean it?
Doesn't
you-
mean anything. It could just be choosing not to. But if it does
Like,
answer,
can
we'll know
you-
for sure.
That's true.
Well, if it ignores you, can you tell?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Ithri would like
It
to
seems
try
very
and...
risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Ithri would like to try and see if there's anything either directly behind the throne or behind the throne like in a line at a distance. Like as if there's like either a creature or a trap that might be in that.
Make a
Looking at
perception
it.
check.
Okay.
I'll check the ceiling.
Ah,
Also
you
make a
think I'd
perception
have
check.
learned about that before now?
Don't worry, I got you.
Thanks.
I
I
mean-
rolled like Ithri. That's a 12.
Oh,
I think
rolled
I'm the little
equals.
fish in this situation. It's like, oh, shiny.
We both rolled 8s.
Um,
I got 10.
E3.
Hello.
Oh.
You don't see anything.
Oh.
That's anticlimactic.
Cora,
Yes.
it's not really like enemies or traps or anything, but you do notice that there's some wispy, silvery winds blowing about near the ceiling of the cave.
Guys, I think he's right. I think it's an anglerfish situation. But instead of a fish, I think it's like a spider, maybe? Something? What do you think, Miono? Have you seen a lot of spiders?
I've seen a lot of spiders. I'm from the jungle.
I meant here.
Many of them are surprisingly delicious.
Specifically here. Oh,
Oh. I have not seen a lot of spiders here.
can we move? Like,
wait. Isn't there a mage hand? How far does that go?
I don't have it.
Does anyone have that?
I don't
That was
know.
always more of
I-
a Dracon thing, I thought.
Oh, you're.
I mean, if we can get like here, let's move forward a little
Wait,
bit safely.
We could do the Ithri thing.
I can.
Hit it
I
with a
can-
hammer.
No. Rope on a thing.
Rope on a.
A grappling hook and just get it and then pull it.
I mean, it's only a 50-foot rope,
Well,
but
yeah.
I could. Oh, I could do this though. And Ithri starts loading his crossbow,
What are you gonna do? Shoot
aims it. Oh,
Are you gonna
maybe
shoot the skeleton?
hide. Unless
What are
anyone
you
stops
doing?
him.
Before
Can
we do
I-
this, does anyone have a
Uh,
better idea?
Can
yeah,
I
A3, maybe hold on a second.
Okay.
can we just sneak forward to here a little bit? I want to get in range a little bit
Go like
more.
100 feet closer.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's hidden.
But she's gonna very carefully check the floor all the way along. She doesn't trust anything about this.
Okay.
Guys, I've read about trapdoor spiders. Have you heard about that? It's where they have a little burrow in the floor and then the thing steps on it and it goes.
Oh, great. Now
Don't
I
ask
want
me
to
why
learn
I'm
how
thinking
to
about that
fly.
right now. Just thought I'd share.
I mean, she wants to get to here. She's got 9.
Okay.
I'm just.
Over here.
I
As you
know.
make your way forward, there's little slick patches of ice, but otherwise, nothing assails you.
So Medora's going to just use a cantrip to cast dancing lights. She's gonna cast that. She's like at the edge of that square, so that she's 120 feet. I think it's 120 feet from the throne. So she would be just in range, but she's gonna cast the dancing lights
Okay. The lights create a strange glow off of the frozen walls, sort of reflecting around this glass-like cavern. But
She's
nothing
gonna-
moves besides
she's
your lights.
gonna use them in the humanoid form, not
Okay.
for individuals, and then she's gonna basically make it look like it's walking towards the throne.
Okay. They go right up to the throne. Nothing happens.
Can you make them? I don't know, dance around it. Would that help?
She makes the humanoid form merge with the skeleton form.
It just sort of, the lights go into the bones. You can see
Nope.
glow emanating from all of the skull's orifices.
There's
The
no
robe's kind of
weird
obscure.
shadows cast. There's no
Doesn't seem. I mean, to be fair, in this creepy cave, all shadows are kind of sinister, but nothing
you-
seems abnormal.
Can you send those up to the ceiling?
How high is the ceiling?
60 feet.
So do they just go up to the ceiling and then like a firework, just
Spread
one in
out.
each direction?
Yeah, that's fun. That creates some interesting shadows, actually. You can see now those little silvery wisps of wind blowing about, but the shadows that they cast are of demonic-looking humanoid shapes.
What the fuck? Okay, not spiders.
And the
some other
shadows have like
creepy
little,
stuff.
almost like jack-o'-lantern faces in them that are unshadowed.
Can
And
I make
as-
a check on what they are?
Yeah, this would be a nature or arcana check.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she cast it from over by that wall in the first place, so hopefully they're not looking at us.
Oh, that's a 6.
You're not sure what on earth you're looking at.
Yeah.
We all see it. Is that right?
Oh yeah, you can all see those shadows.
I'll try to make a check. then.
Medora did an Arcana check for 19.
Oh.
Okay, you know of these. You know of these. They are creatures called Grue. They are Grue. Specifically, the elemental air Grue, known as Ildresses or Wind Terrors. They are nasty, mean little assholes, wholly evil. Whereas air elementals are neutral, like all elementals, Gru are evil elementals. They are fiendish. They're affiliated with like Gyansibin or Ogremok or Olhydra, like the elemental lords of evil element. They are basically little fog demons. They can control any kind of air effects around them. They are full of magic and completely immune to any kind of weather ability. They fly. They are really hard to kill without magic weapons, but magic spells, unfortunately, half the spells that could hurt them, they're just immune to. And of course, they can create fog and gusts of wind. They can blur themselves. And unfortunately, they are devious and extremely intelligent. And as soon as and they love, above all other things, treasure. They hoard treasure.
Oh.
But
Right.
they're smart enough that as soon as the shadows are apparent on the ceiling and they can see all of you looking up at them, vaporous tentacles burst from their wings and they rush to attack.
No.
God damn it.
Let me
That
see.
activates my trap card.
Do you guys want to do this fight tonight, or do you want to end here?
I
We could end
wanna-
if you'd like.
I want to have Nova with us for this fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
That's kind of what I was leaning towards too.
I am not healthy in the slightest.
We're just gonna push Nova towards them. Can you deal with that?
Oh, Nova, these are these fun things. They love you. Bye.
Oh, I'm
here-
sure Saraha is going to be well aware of all this. Don't you worry.
Oh, she gonna
Here,
watch.
here, casters, deal with that.
Unfortunately, the only image I can find of Ildris is from first edition, but I will put it in our little Discord if you guys want to see what they kind of, in a black and white drawing, what they look like. Chat, I'm sorry, I can't really show you. All I can describe to you is it's like a amoeba of air with an evil face and tentacles.
Amoeba.
The only thing I'm gonna say is I am relaying everything as fast as I can to the group as they're coming towards us.
I mean, I feel
Oh,
like at this point we're very aware.
Just word vomiting.
Yeah, word vomit everything I know. They're great, they're elemental type things, but they're very evil. Don't try
Incidentally,
and wind attack them.
there are types of Gru that correspond to every element. Ildris is just
That's-
the air elemental Gru.
That's unfortunate. For us.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the next 3.5 nodes.
Honestly, I'm fairly confident you guys are going to be done with the air node very quickly.
Well, we went through a couple caves today. We did good.
You
man.
did. Like, it might not feel like a lot, but you guys accomplished a ton today.
Hey, we didn't get frogged, we didn't get gianted, we
Jumped
didn't
up
get.
You
cliff.
kind of got gianted a little bit,
Just a little.
but only by
Just-
one. The other,
Fine.
what, 5, 6, 10, who knows how many? They, that's to be determined. But, yeah, so GG. Next week we will be playing, but, I guess, yeah, we can worry about what comes after that, after next week. But-
Yeah, we can.
Brood you were fighting?
Brood.
Mm.
I mean, I don't, I got nothing.
Not that we'd be allowed to know. It's kind of
Right.
grew.
Yeah, they're Gru. So chat, we will be live next week with more of this, and actually, since we'll be taking a break the following week, I think next week might be a good cliffhanger. I think I
No,
got-
I mean this is
we got a
fairly.
little-
this
we've
is
got like the mid-season finale coming up. I think you guys are steamrolling this place. But yeah,
You don't
so
want to be here.
if you want to catch up on some of this campaign that you might have missed, or other campaigns, or mysterious new campaigns that are in the works and might be appearing very soon, you can find all that on our YouTube channel. I totally recommend it, especially for that Tomb of Horrors that was mentioned earlier. We totally did it in first edition, and it's there. There's lots of carnage and death, and it's funny. Also, I'd encourage you to check out all these lovely people in their native environments. Linktree in chat. You guys know the drill. And otherwise, I will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Yeah. See you guys on
Bye.
Sunday. Bye.
Bye.